Yo, we are back. Another Friday night with your boy, the Friday Night Delight, Mr. Dark Joker Zen. How y'all doing today? And we are here with some special guests in the building. We're ready to rock. We're ready to cut up. Literally cut up because we are here with the man who brought the most iconic voice to us on X-Men, the animated series. Makes me want to cry. I'm getting all teary-eyed and I'm geeking out over here. Let's introduce our first guest. Before we even get into our co-hosts and everybody else, let's introduce the main man of the hour who's bringing it here with us, Mr. Cal Dodd. How you doing, sir?
I am great, Dante.
Woo.
And how about you, pal?
Yes! Yes!
You,
Yes! That's it.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, yeah. And these will be out all night. You know, is this Saturday night or Friday night to you, Dante?
It's Friday night.
Oh, it's a live show. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so it's Friday night. TGIF. Pitter patter. Let's get at her. I love
there
this.
It is.
This is great. The problem is just to remember the names. You guys will forgive me because I'm older.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it's fine. It is fine. Then we have our other co-host is joining us, Mr. Dan, who just got off of live and is doing a full stretch tonight. How you doing?
Double duty, my friend. Mate, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much for the invite. Cal, it's a pleasure to be here with you, my friends. Part of my childhood for sure. And then the rest of the gang are okay, I suppose.
And we have the man who makes those pictures look so beautiful, Batman the Animated Series.
Hey,
Mr.
I
Brandon.
appreciate the invite.
No problem. Mr. Brandon, a.k.a. Posable Productions himself. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. That intro is legit, by the way.
Thank you. Hey, you know, when you have a great guest, you got to have a banging intro like that. That is our diss track. It's like Dan who doing his diss track gets unparalleled. The beef will continue. But thank you. So and then we always have with me the man that gives me trouble, Mr. Ryan, aka Laser Pants. How you doing, sir? You gotta unmute your mic there, Ryan. You gotta unmute your mic.
Disappointing.
How long have you been doing this?
I thought you had me muted.
No, you had to mute yourself,
This
sir.
is my problem. Way to go, Ryan.
I'll start over.
Make me feel better. It's working.
Anything I can do.
He doesn't know our names either.
So what's up, everybody? I'm Ryan, a.k.a. LaserPants81. Thanks for joining us.
And then we have our other gentleman who is joining us, as always, Mr. Newshound himself, Todd, a.k.a. Rectangular. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good. So glad it's Friday.
Nice. So, man, so let's just go ahead and get into it. Mr. Cal Dodd, you have brought the voice to a very iconic character that we all know and love. But before we delve into the Wolverine aspect of it, tell us a little bit about you and how you got to where you are now.
I feel like doing Ted Knight. It all started at a big small station in our little town in New Brunswick. And I went on from there. wow. I was born in Dublin, Ireland, came over here at a very young age with my mom and dad and my sister and my brother. And then we had 2 more children when we got over here. And I sang I sang on the plane coming across, as my mother said. And she was a great, fantastic singer, so was my dad. So it came naturally to me. And aside from phys ed and hockey and baseball and stuff like that, music I loved. And so music was my life. And my family couldn't afford to send me to university, so my dad said, "No, you will be a chartered accountant." I said, "Oh, really? That's what I'm going to be?" Good. So right after grade 13, I went into a CA course, actually working 9 to 5 in a CA office. You know, they do income tax and all that crazy stuff, and audit books and everything. And I had my own stamp, and I was there for 3 years. And then my father died suddenly, and I couldn't get out of there fast enough. Out of there right away, and went with a guitar player and went to Toronto and went into this agent person. My mom had checked it out, said, "Here's an agent, go and see this woman." And I came from a very small town, 3,500 people when I grew up on Lake Erie, fisherman's town. It's famous now for every Friday the 13th, 200,000 motorcycles arrive in the little town because of Friday the 13th. Any Friday the 13th that happens, they don't. Anyway, I lived there, grew up there, and moved to Toronto shortly after Dad died, and I worked at Eaton's and Simpsons, whatever, to pay for my rent, because I just chucked everything for this, what I believed in, my voice, singing. So I did that, and it took me a year living on unemployment insurance checks and money from Mom that she would send me, and finally, I got opened the door, and they heard me finally. It was really hard to get into the jingles, working in studios and doing commercials. It's because it's a very lucrative career and stuff, and it's really hard because there's a tight little group of people. So it took me a long time, a year and a bit, and when I got my foot in the door and they heard me actually sing, because you have to have a reel. It's like a catch-22. I don't have a reel. I don't know how to do that even. Anyway. Got in, heard something, they listened to me, I sang, they gave me a chance, and that was the beginning. And then it was just, from there, because they just wanted, "Where have you been?" I said, "Well, I've been knocking on your door for a year and a half." And so that's what I did for the next 25 years, singing, and toured with Joe Cocker, formed a group, and had my own TV series then from 92 to 78 to 83, that was syndicated worldwide, called Circus, through Viacom, and it was like Donnie and Marie Osmond. I was Donnie, the girl, so there was 2 of us, and it was like circus acts and the whole number, and it was a very, very popular show. And I had never ever done a voiceover, ever. And I was still singing. I was doing. Sometimes I did 4 commercials in a day. It was that busy, and that's crazy. And I ended up doing Toy Biz stuff actually in New York for Wolverine's voice. But prior to my getting the role of Wolverine, the role of a lifetime, like 5 wonderful years for me, I had never done a voiceover. And the casting lady, Karen Gora, she had heard me do a singing thing with a gruff voice, many things, because I do impersonations. So I do a great Joe Cocker. Obviously, I toured with him. I do a great Tom Waits, Michael McDonald, you name it. And so she said, "Go into this thing. They're looking for Wolverine." I said, "Who's that?"
I was going to ask if you even knew who Wolverine was at that point.
No, not a clue. Not a clue. Nor did anyone at the cast. Because they're all the cast. They're all Canadians. And I'm sure it was because one of the reasons was because the dollar was worth so much more in '92. They're getting more bang for their buck in Canada, and they wanted actors, people that had done theater, people that had done theater, TV series work, or whatever, serious sort of actors they wanted, because this series, as it calls before the audition, it was called Project X. Which is very odd because it was for the X-Men. So no one put that 2 and 2 together, even after I went in there with Project X. So, and I had never heard of him, And when Karen Gora phoned me, she said, "Look, just go. You never know." So I went in, and you're right, I never knew. And went in, and the guys from New York and L.A., Sydney, I Wander, and not Larry. I don't know if Larry was there or not. Joe Calamari from Marvel. And they were all behind the glass, and they'd been there for a while, like listening to audition after. And they said they were getting so perturbed because, as it says, as Eric explains, they weren't about to do like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. This is not what this was going to be. It was like a very serious, heavy-duty animated series as opposed to a cartoon. So I said, okay, and they gave me this line, and again, my little town was like a tough little town, you know, hockey and fighting. That was about it. Well, baseball, hockey, baseball, you know, that, the rest of it. And it was only 1,000 for doing the winter to go to the bar or go to the hockey game. So anyway, when they gave me the first line to read and explained who he was and showed me a picture, I said, "Wow!" And they said he's 5'3", 5'3", 5'4". I said, "Ooh, built like a fire hydrant." and I knew as soon as I read about him and this line, as soon as I read this line, there was a guy that I grew up with that was just sort of protected, and I sort of. Fight and stuff, just like, stop it. This is so stupid. No. Okay, now that was dumb. So the first line was, of course, it was addressed to Sabretooth. You like pushing around people smaller than you. Well, I'm smaller than you. Pick on me. And they just went, oh dear. Give him more lines.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yo, that was.
And the next line was like, because I loved him. And I said, and they said, I said, well, who do you think he should sound like? What, give me an idea what the voice to use. Because, I'd never done this. And Dan Hennessy, God bless him, he was our voice director for the first 3 or 4 years of the series. He said, well, Clint Eastwood. He said, I'd go Clint Eastwood. Robert Mitchum, which I never understood. And Ward Bond, I remember them saying, so like two old actors. So I like Steve McQueen. Steve McQueen is very himself and a very calm, quiet, inside tense actor guy. And I like that about him. So the next one, mine was, I know what you're thinking, punk. Question is, can I get Wolverine before he turns me into shish kebab with those claws? Well, Bob, see how these claws are adamantium, the strongest metal known, and can slice through vanadium steel like a hot knife through your body. You gotta ask yourself, do I feel lucky? And they just threw up their hands and said, thank
He still got it.
Wow.
He still got it.
Yo.
They said, get out of here. And they phoned me the next night and said, get out of here. You can't do it anymore. Go on, get. And they phoned me and said, we would like you to be our Wolverine. I said, well, let me think about that for a minute. Yes. Yeah. So
you really walked in. You really walked in without kind of an idea in mind. You just kind of went off the notes that they gave you, and that was the voice that came out.
Yeah, I had no idea. No, Brandon, I had no idea who the character was that they showed me a picture of him. So, okay, and explained what he was all about, and it was a very fast lesson. Like in a minute, just read those lines. The first line just give it to you. You're like picking on people smaller than you. Well, I'm smaller than you. Pick on me. Which you just want to say that to guys that are the tough guys in town, the bullies and stuff, And this buddy of mine would handle them and said, leave them alone. Leave these people alone. So you're tough, big deal. I'm tougher. He would say, one of those lines like, oh no. But the line, which I heard all of them, like, oh, you want to dance? Heard that many times. I'm like, anytime, pretty boy. That is another favorite line of mine from Wolverine.
Yo, you just gave us all chills on that. Like when you did those lines, I think we all had chills on it.
Yeah. This is actually says the quote, anytime, pretty boy.
Yes.
Of course, that was like Cyclops, and I love that episode. I think he's at the jet. Cyclops is fly in the black, whatever it's called. It's been 27 years.
Blackbird.
And he turns around and says something to Wolverine. Wolverine says, "What's the matter? Teacher's pet got cold feet." Always called him Teacher's pet. And he turns around and gives him an eye like he's going to do something about that. And Wolverine says, "Anytime, pretty boy." I just love that line. I've heard it.
Did you go out and do research when you found out? Obviously, you did your research, but did you not run straight to a comic shop to buy a Wolverine comic? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I went. My wife actually came back with 2 or 3 comic books. Like she start reading, and of course I read. Of course, everything I could get about him. But
and you liked what you read.
What
you liked what you read? Yeah.
Pardon?
You liked what you seen of Wolverine. You liked it.
I just loved him. So immediately I loved him. I loved his attitude. I loved what he was all about, what he represented, and his loneliness and his, not taking anything from anyone and not really needing anyone else, which, was his downfall. And especially with women. What a guy. It's just a poor guy with women. Wolverine.
He was a poor guy.
And Cal, you talked about doing the toy commercials. Was that before or after you started doing the show?
Okay, I was looking to see who was talking. But
sorry. That was Todd.
Todd's camera shy.
Okay,
I'm at work, so I don't have my camera.
Okay.
I was asking about the toy commercials. Was that after the show started or before that you were doing? Did you say you were doing voice for toy commercials?
For Toy Biz.
Yeah. Was that like after the series, or like maybe the 4th or 5th year I was doing them for them, or maybe even after. I can't recall if it was after or the last year or something. But, so you were still doing the voice of Wolverine, but to promote the toys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the push button doll and stuff. Like, back off, Bob. If you push the button on the toy dolls thing, all my nephews and nieces had them, of course. Push it, and then my voice would come out of it, and they would look at the doll and then look at me. Because they'd be like about 5 or 6 going, "I don't get it." Back off, Bob. I forget where I was going, Dan. By the way, after I lose my train of thought. I forget where I was going with that whole thing, but that happens a lot.
We appreciate.
So
we're just having fun.
I'm sorry, Dante. How long ago did you have Larry and those guys?
It must have been about 2 or 3 months ago. I want to say.
It was back in May.
Was it been? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and has it been aired? It's live.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're live.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Live.
So
around the world,
and the people are enjoying this.
Yes.
So the only way I can see this is not see it. It's because
it's fine. Yeah. I just tell you right now that you have everybody who's watching going crazy right now. That's the best way I can put it.
Because you're saying those lines exactly like you did too. So
yes.
I don't know if it's a matter of you've heard them a million times since then, or you just remember sort of the mindset you were in. You remember the actual recording session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Did you record your lines on your own, or were you in a room with the other actors going back and forth?
Pardon?
Did you record your lines on your own, or were you in a room with the other actors?
We started out the first probably 5 or 6 episodes. All of us were in the room together. I remember it was myself, Cyclops, Beast, Jubilee, Gambit, and Rogue. Yeah,
nice.
I said G. So 5 or 6 of us in there, and the engineer finally said, "This is a nightmare," because even though he had baffles between us, they're actors. They're trying to. If you have a dialogue with one of the characters, you want them to respond, but you can't do that because the engineer said, "I'm getting leakage, spillage all over the map here. This is not going to work." So after 5 episodes, and I missed doing that because it was a riot. And I'll tell you the story about Cyclops again. When we were in the I'm going to lose track in, but after the 5th episode, we went in one at a time, and I did all my lines. And Dan Hennessy, the director, would tell me exactly what was happening. and what he's feeling here and there and stuff. You know, like read the episode. Of course, I've read the episode already the night before, and then you go in and I would just do all my lines in an hour or whatever, and go home. And then in would come Rogue, do her lines alone and stuff. It was just much easier for the engineer. But so we also, if you do, while you're doing the episodes, if you do another voice in an episode, you get paid another half again of what you're getting paid for doing your role. So you get half again of that. So everyone was eager to do that because it pays diddly. Our cartoons pays diddly, let alone animated series.
For such an iconic role too. That's such a shame.
Yeah, and what was they saying?
You were talking about doing other voices on the show.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so Norm's beside me, and keep in mind, I had just met all these people that have been working together for years. They're voiceover people. I had never worked with them. I was a singer. You don't go in the studio. You go in the studio. The voiceovers are the last people to come in after the music's done and the singing's done. So I'm I'm going off track. I want to deal with Norm here. So Norm, again, we became great friends, obviously, all of us. But he didn't really know. I didn't really know him. And the episode was when Wolverine's playing pool in a pool hall, and there's 3 tough guys with beards and gravelly stuff, whatever. And Friends of Humanity is on the screen, blah, 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 about mutants, and now they hate him. We got to get him off the planet and stuff. And Wolverine's dressed in normal clothes, but with that lovely hairdo that he has. and he's just taking a shot, and he says, "Why don't you turn that garbage off?" And they looked at him and said, "Oh, why does that bother you? But by the way, how come you look so weird?" Like one of them, but not in that voice. He said, so one of the guys says, "Oh, what's the matter? You don't like what we got on the TV set?" One of the voices was like that. Anyway, so back to the session. So they said, "Does anyone do Jack Nicholson?" And Norm said, because I can do that. I'll do that for you. Because, he's always ready to do anything, Norm. Like kind of like Ted Knight, his real voice, and a great voiceover voice. "I can do that for you, not a problem." And he started, and I'm standing beside him, and he did it. And I just put up my hand, and they said, "Yes, Cal." I said, "Do you mind if I try that?" And Norm's like looking over at me like, maybe I'm overstepping my bounds here. And I said, "That is the most ridiculous voice of Jack Nicholson I have ever heard. Have you got a bug up your ass or something?" And he just literally, and I won't use the word, but he said, "Oh, F off."
So not only was your character punching him in the stomach and trying to steal his girl and everything, but the actor was also trying to steal voices from him.
And we got on beautifully as we did in the episode right after that, in every episode forever after that. Amen. But that was so funny. And he just looked at me and said, "Oh, great. Thanks." But
so you said there was only
those things happened when we were all in the studio together, but they stopped happening after 5 episodes for 4.5 years. So we were doing it solo.
Oh man!
So I was going to ask in those like 4 or 5 episodes that you kind of did the ensemble thing. Was there somebody in particular you felt like you had good chemistry with? Would it be Norm?
Definitely Norm and Beast, of course. I love working with George, and of course, God bless him, he died 2 years ago. Don Franks, who played Sabretooth, and we still he and I were the only 2 that got to do in the studio together, because it was a fight scene and there was no other way to do it. It didn't matter who leaked and spilled over into it, because everything it was wow, yeah, and of course you couldn't talk after those sessions. But we were the only 2 that were allowed to do that. But it was much quicker. And saved a lot of money in studio time for us to go in and just do your lines, because you didn't. If someone screwed up their lines, like Norm might, so then you would have to so we'd all have to redo our lines again. So that it saved a lot of time in that respect.
So Cal, did you say all of you guys were Canadians?
Yes.
All the voice actors for the show were Canadians?
Yes.
So it must have been a special point of pride that your character was Canadian.
Exactly. The only one. Actually, George Bouza, who played Beast, is originally from Cleveland, and he came to Toronto about 50 years ago. something like that, and stayed.
Okay, so he was a transplant. But you got to rub it in everybody's face that you were the only Canadian character.
We knew that, like, that Wolverine was the only Canadian X-Men. Is that what you're saying?
No, he's saying because basically you're a Canadian who's playing a Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wolverine was your perfect role, but if you could have voiced a different character in the X-Men show, who did you like? Who else would you have liked to give it a go?
I wouldn't mind doing George's role, the Beast. I wouldn't mind doing Beast. Everyone, they asked that question at Comic Cons too, Dan, and of course Gambit, and all of them said, "Well, we all wanted to be Wolverine."
Yeah.
Too bad. But I just like the way George spoke, and like I loved his voice in that. Like, oh, Wolverine, why the sour countenance? All these beautiful, perfect English. So why the disgruntled look, Wolverine?
That's pretty good. I could have heard that.
What are you saying? Why do you say what you mean? Oh,
He was always quoting Shakespeare.
And if exactly. And if Wolverine, like, when they walk up to a door and it's locked or something, and Beast says, "Oh, it appears to be locked," Wolverine goes, and just turns to him and goes, "Open." And he would say something interesting, like, "Oh, how nonchalant," or whatever, one of those. I loved his lines too. But I would never give up Wolverine because he had the best lines of anyone, and he was a funny dude.
Yes, he was.
I can tell you, Beast was talking over the head of an 8-year-old.
Right.
I can tell you that Beast was talking over the head of an 8-year-old.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But not Wolverine. When it comes down to, and I noticed in the first 2 episodes, it was just crazy. Most of the best lines came in the first 2 episodes, like, "I go where I want to go." That line.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was hoping you'd say that line.
Because of course, Mr. Teacher's Pet is like saying, "Professor, didn't you say we were supposed to be helping each other and going together to work on this thing we're going to do?" He said, "Yes. Well, Wolverine doesn't want to. He wants to go somewhere else." And Wolverine's standing there like he's treating him like he's not even there. And he says, taps him on the back and says, "I go where I want to go, pal." Just walks away and went where he wanted to went. Yeah.
Did any of that character rivalry translate to the real world with you and Norm?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the Jack Nicholson thing.
No, but Norm, because he was so funny. He did the best Johnny. Well, he is so funny. He does the best Johnny Carson I've ever heard. But I know. Just after I started doing the X-Men, like I said, my first voiceover, I got the Chrysler account, which is a big, huge car account, and that's great to have. Norm said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Chrysler. I just got Chrysler. I can't believe it." He said, "I've been doing it for 2 years." He said, "Thank you very much for that, Cal." What do you mean? And I didn't know much about the business. I said, "I've done it for 2 years, and it was really good money, But anyway, so he was like, "Oh, so I would see him in auditions. Inevitably, we'd always be called for the same thing." And he would just for fun, and he would just look at me and go like, "Why do we even bother coming in?"
So I do have a quick question for you, Cal. So when they did the episode with Spider-Man, did they come and ask you guys to do like the voices for the X-Men? No, they just got brand new voices for them.
No, we never left our studio, and they were wherever they were in New York, and just did our lines the same way we did our lines elsewhere. We never even did lines, like, we weren't phone passed to them even, or you know what I mean?
Right.
Like doing lines together or back and forth.
Okay.
And you guys did record in Canada?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It sounds interchange, and sometimes Manta. Yes, we did.
Were you all part of the voice actors union or the actors union?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you
yeah, yeah,
could technically do up to 3 voices for the same pay. Is that right?
you could what?
You could do up to 3 different characters in the same show before they had to pay you more.
No, no. As soon as you did a line, like I did, like the Jack Nicholson for that guy, what's the matter, Fuzzhead, Fair's hair, whatever, you got a problem.
Yeah.
And that they just they have to pay me half of what they pay me
Right.
to do Wolverine. Yeah.
Okay. And then, was there any other notable characters in the show that you performed?
No. No. It was hard to get away from my voice. Once I settled into Wolf, I couldn't do. Although I could have walked around doing Slappy,
Yeah.
which is a totally different voice and pretty weird and scary in itself. But no, because it would. I couldn't get it. Lose my character.
Did you ever get the freedom to improvise your lines after doing it for 5 years? Did they trust you to just mix it
Yes.
up and put your own flavor?
They would say, "What do you think he would say here?" But no, the writing was so good. I'm not about to start writing, but
Right.
little lines little lines. Yeah, like I don't think so, punk. Like I would just say he would probably say something like that at the end, just to sum up what you just wrote, and so he's fine, go ahead. But the big one was like, and it wasn't that big, but Canadians don't say huh, like Americans say huh. So what's up, huh? And in Canada, it's like, so what's up, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So they would have Wolverine saying huh. I say, no.
That's not going to work.
He's going to say, back off, eh? And they were going to say, no, he's not. They'd say, no, he's not. He's not going to say anything. Just don't back off. Oh, forget the A or huh.
It's funny because
A sounds stupid.
So I'm sorry, Ryan, before you real quick, we have a question from the viewers here. Okay, Figures asks, what position did you play in hockey? Goalie, because the goalie's asking here.
Me?
Yes.
Left wing.
There you go.
Left wing, and I almost lost this eye, and I lost this front tooth.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, I loved it. It was actually Gord Reddy who hooked me from behind as I was going in alone, because, you don't want him to score, so you do anything to distract me. You hop the stick of this on my face. My dad happened to be there, and he started running up and down. I think it was blood pouring all over. And it was so weird, because I got my skates on and went straight to the doctor's office. And I walk in, and my mother's in the doctor's office. She says, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, what the hell have you done to him, Frank? My dad's did. Yep, just mom. We're both very Irish. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, so left wing, I played in hockey. Yep. Yep.
That's all right. Go ahead, Ryan.
And track and field, I was the track and field champion at our high school, senior track and field champion. Pole vault, discus, hurdles that I had to do because I hate running. But amazing, you had to go into a running event and some discus, pole vault, and high jump.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, all around athlete.
So I know you got a chance, and we have found this out later on, that you got to work with the first Klingons from Star Trek who played Apocalypse. How was that?
I'm sorry, Dante. I didn't.
The actor who played one of the Klingons in Star Trek, he did the voice of Apocalypse. How was that working with him?
I never even saw the man.
Oh, you never? Oh, okay.
No. Well, that's a great voice.
Mm-hmm.
When you were recording, did you just see an animatic, or did you see the finished cartoon?
No, nothing. Well, that's where I was going, Dan, with that thing about about only seeing a picture of him and not just into that. That's a great question, because I thought it'd be nice to have a pic. I just have a picture of him in front of me. There was no animatics or anything, like storyboards, or they would maybe come out and show us a picture. So this is what's happened. It's it's a sketch drawing that Larry Houston might have done like that. He sketches and stuff, the Houston guy.
Yeah, he told us about it. He said, he said I used to draw it all out.
He's something else. See, I've lost my train of thought again.
Animatics, you said you've just seen a picture.
You
were talking about
Yeah, so after about recording 10 episodes, we had never seen, I had never done a cartoon or anything, as I said, no voiceover. So I could hardly wait on October of '92 when it premiered, Halloween night. and I was at home by myself because I lived by myself then. No, 92? Yeah. It premiered 92, right, to 97. Yeah. And Halloween night and watched the premiere of the show, and I went, oh, I get this. I finally saw my character animated and moving to my voice, and it was just wow.
So the first time you seen the actual you on voice was the actual premiere for everyone. You never got previews or anything like that.
Oh no. That's the first time I saw it was after we'd done 10 episodes. I'm like, and it helped so much after seeing him and seeing him was like, oh, that's a kick in that was like just a kick in the rear end. This is serious. This is a good project. And I just loved him. I said, I love my character. Oh, he was so cool.
I assume not.
Especially when he said in the first episode, and this is what I'm going to say. This is what sold me. But I knew that this character that the writers were thinking of him and giving him a sense of humor and just an odd duck in a way. Because when they're all looking for Jubilee, like the first or second episode, he just arrived at the home, the mansion, and they can't find her. So they're all looking and stuff, and Wolverine jumps down from a tree branch down on the ground. He's like hunched in the ground. And they said, so did you find her? He said, no, the scent went cold outside of the mansion. And then he just says, as an aside, he just says, got bit by a dog too. Who asked you? Out of nowhere. Who asked you? Got bit by a dog too. Like, honest to goodness.
I love that line.
Oh gosh.
So, Cal, you never saw the pilot for the show where Wolverine had an Australian accent?
Yeah, yes, I saw it.
You saw it before you started doing the voice?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And they said, don't do this, or...
Pardon?
And they said, don't do this. Do your own thing.
Yeah, for sure. That was so wrong. I mean, he's Canadian, and this guy's got an Aussie accent. Good eye, bub. It didn't work. Larry talks about that too all the time. Larry used to say it was just what a crazy idea. That didn't last. Yeah.
Vasco Toys has a question for you. He said, did you find Cyclops' gut punch scene as funny as all of us do?
Did I find
Cyclops' gut punch scene as funny as all of us did?
His what scene? I'm sorry, Dante.
Where Wolverine gut punches Cyclops.
Oh yeah. Anytime any of that stuff happened to Cyclops, I just loved it. It was just and I'm even in real life, we just turn to them and say, like, why don't I ever get a chance to hurt him? Like,
that's what I wondered as an 8-year-old too. I was a Cyclops guy. I was a Cyclops
kick him
guy,
out.
so I always wondered the same thing. You needed a little bit of comeuppance on you.
Why don't I get to punch him?
Yeah.
Because you're a wuss.
Ruin your motorcycle or something.
Teacher's pet, buddy.
Madug asked, after you saw the first episode, did you explore any of the X-Men and Wolverine comics?
Did I what?
Did you explore any of the X-Men and Wolverine comics after the first episode?
Oh yeah, like before the first episode, as I think Dan asked that. I went out with my wife, got like 2 or 3 or 4 comics, just Wolverine, X-Men comic books that I devoured. And I didn't know that they were helping me in any respect because I was zeroed in on this, and they were writing such great scripts. I didn't have to have read anything to be able to do this guy's voice and know where he was coming from.
Okay.
So when you're reading Wolverine, are you hearing your own voice then?
Am I doing my own voice?
Yeah. Are you hearing your own voice when you're reading Wolverine?
Yeah.
That's think about how few people have that sort of experience.
Right.
Hearing themselves in this character, you know?
I know. That's what I mean about cartoons. Like, I mean, everyone wants, this is like Larry said the same thing, and Joe Calamari. Every big actor wants to do an animated role. Like, Ted Knight. Who was his boss in Mary Tyler? That played.
Is that Ed Asner?
Yeah, Ed Asner.
He was in Spider-Man, wasn't he?
I know he was in Superman. I think it was in Superman anime, the anime series.
I thought it was Spider-Man, but he was in
He
one
might
of
have
them.
been in Spider-Man. Yeah.
Anyway, and I thought he said, yeah, well, you just everyone wants to do that, wants to have an animated role or something, and it's such a what a feeling. I mean, just that's my voice coming out of that guy, that thing, just great.
Yeah, he was J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh, was he?
Beg your pardon?
Yep.
Yes,
He was J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man. You're right.
He was.
So
J.
he was
Jonah
Spider-Man's
Jameson,
boss
Spider-Man.
at the newspaper. Ed Asner was.
Oh,
So you're right. He did do a voice in Spider-Man.
He was the voice of Spider-Man.
He was the voice of Spider-Man's boss in that cartoon.
Okay.
Manny Fresh asks, Cal, what was your favorite completed episode?
I'm going to say Nightcrawler, although there was many. I'm just looking at a bumblebee. There are many. I love the Nightcrawler episode because it showed how sensitive he was and how angry he can get, and which was it was pertinent, and that episode in particular hit me strongly because after grade 8, I went to a junior seminary. I thought I was going to be a priest, so I went for 3.5 years to a junior seminary, and then I realized, nope, I guess I don't want to be that, and so I came back to my hometown. So when and I love the character. What's his name again?
Nightcrawler.
Thank you. I loved his voice. Take your time, Logan. See through different eyes, Logan. Because he's so mad, and he's just, when they burned down the mission, burned down the whole thing, he says, so where's your God now? Where's your God now with all his goodness? He said, that, you call that goodness? And he's like, Logan, relax, it is just bricks and mortar. This too will be rebuilt back up. It's not like the human body. Oh, yeah, right, pal. And so he takes him aside and says, here. And he gives him the Bible, or he signals, marks off a couple of reads. Read these, Logan. See through different eyes. In other words, relax. You're pretty tense.
Mm-hmm.
So, and gives him these things, and then he's back in Paris in a church, and he's at the front, and Rogue comes walking in off the street because she left Gambit at a table because they were having a fight or an argument. And she walked into the back of the church and is shot from the back, and Wolverine's in front of the altar with the book, with the Bible, and he's reading, like on his knees, and he's like praying. And I will do what I did with you, I make my Savior and it's coming out of his mouth. And these are this is stuff that these writers addressed. This kind of religious stuff and racism and everything. It didn't matter. They just touched on everything. And then there's almost a tear coming to his eye, and they zoom back and they zoom back, and they go past Rogue, and there's a tear coming up down her face, and that's the last shot, and it goes to black.
That episode.
Pardon?
That episode really stood out to me when I revisited it with my son just a few months ago. The things touched on, especially in the Nightcrawler arc and the show as a whole, you don't really see that kind of stuff in children's programming anymore.
No.
And it was really, really groundbreaking for its time.
Yeah, no kidding, Ryan. Everything they did was groundbreaking. Well,
yeah.
Excuse me. The second episode, or first or second episode, I think, they kill Morph. Morph dies.
Yeah.
And they did that for a reason. They knew they were going to do that. And they said, the critics were like, what are you doing? Because the kids went maniacal. They said, letters galore. You can't kill. We loved him. What are you doing?
He was funny. Yeah.
Right.
And they said, the writer said, we told you. Children are going to go through this in life. They're going to lose someone close to them at some point in their life. So we just did this. We don't want to write down to children. You don't write down to them.
Yes.
It's that thing like poop happens, stuff happens, and it just happened to Morph. And they tried to brought him back for a minute, and then now he's gone. And that's handling even that, like death. They approached everything, Ryan. It was just amazing.
And that's
that what you said there was you don't write down to children, and I think that's something that we've lost, today, because it's an excuse you hear used a lot for lazy writing, in my opinion. We don't get children aren't dumb. You don't have to write down to them. Children are really smart, and I think it's something that the X-Men series had that we're really missing in modern shows aimed at.
And all this, and like talk about right now, how relevant it is with again, Friends of Humanity, down with no more mutants, like get rid of mutants. Excuse me, don't you think there's room for them here? Like, which is their argument all the time in the series. Can we not live together in harmony? No, apparently not. My God.
So I have a question. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you. I just have a question for you. So I know Larry and Eric and Julia were telling us about like it was just one season when it first started up, and then like they right. I guess it got to like the last episode, and they were like, "Oh, you're renewed for a second season." Did they tell you that ahead of time? It was just going to be one season, and then you heard later on that it was going to be a second season?
No, we never knew. We never knew it. We knew it even after the second season, but after then we went, oh no, this will definitely go on. Every year it was like, wake up, are we renewed or whatever? Oh yeah, you're renewed. 5 years, that was great.
I hope you get a good raise after the first season.
Yeah. Oh, it put the Fox network on the map.
Yeah.
It put them ahead of NBC, CBS, ABC, all of them. Saturday mornings, X-Men, put them at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't gonna take on the show, but I'm sure Eric and Julia told you that. And I always have a problem with the name, but the president of Fox at the time was a woman, and I'm so sorry I can't remember her name, but anyway, she put her job on the line by saying, no, we're doing it, we're going to air it, and it's going.
Yeah, and they did tell us about that.
When it happened, they went, wow, bravo, because the reaction was just crazy, Brandon. It was nuts.
Now, would you come back? So if they said so, okay. So just let it be known, we were the first who broke the news about the show coming back before comicbook.com and all these other places did. We heard it first from Larry and Julia and Eric. But
maybe coming back.
Yes, maybe coming back. But it was broken here on Infinity Equation first. You know, I take disrespect that we don't get no respect put on our name. But I would like to ask if they did make a comeback and they asked you to come back to do Wolverine, would you do it?
Yeah.
You better believe it, bub.
The voice sounds identical, so
no.
And they're gonna get who? Who's gonna do it?
Not Laser Pants.
No. I can tell you, any of us right here, no, not gonna do it. We're like, we'll let you do it, sir. You've been the voice. You're the voice of our generation. You're good. You're good. You can't take that away from you.
And George can hardly wait. George, all of them, and Rogue. You know, they all want to do it again. And Gambit, they're just ready. And
we're all ready. We want that show. We want everything that was in that '90s X-Men cartoon today.
Yeah.
That's what it should be built for. It should be built around like that, like a Justice League, like Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Yes.
Like those storylines, those adult storylines that the kids can understand. Even if the parents are sitting with them and watching them, they can help them understand and say, hey, you know, this is life right here. This is what, you know, you're going to go through. Like you were saying, like these are the things that you're going to see. And the cartoons that will help these kids grow and just be better cartoons and stay on the air. But they don't care about the story. They're just going to have something out there for something. Yeah.
You know, and not only can we get that, but I mean, it says a lot about a show, especially a cartoon, if it can get my wife to sit down and get engrossed in it. Because she had never cared about the X-Men before. But when it came on Disney Plus, it became nightly viewing for us. We went through the whole series, me, her, and our son. And I just have a question for Disney. Because Disney, I know you're watching. You watch us every week. Do you like money?
Seriously.
Do you like printing? Do you want to print money? Bring back the X-Men. Bring back the original team. Let's make it happen.
At least remaster it, watch the reaction to that, and then do more because it's going to be a great reaction.
No, I don't understand why they haven't moved on it. And like, there's been a surge in the last month or two, like another positive surge of that happening. And it's always these waves that come and then they just let them go away, and then people go, and then they start again.
Yep.
You know, I don't understand.
And you know, it's a perfect time for it, right? Because we can't go to the theater; we're all stuck at home.
Oh, I know. Exactly.
Disney has the perfect platform with Disney Plus.
Yep.
Right? Let's make it happen.
Yep. You're right, Ryan. That was close.
Mr. Dodd, you can call me whatever you'd like.
Right. You call me Bob. You call me Bub.
Bub. Exactly.
You call all of us Bub. It's fine. We'll be fine with it. We'll take it as an honor. Hey, Bub. Hey, okay, that's my name now. Bub. Just real quick, there's a question for Action Figure Expert. He says, did you ever meet Hugh Jackman? And thank you for the inspiration for the character. I'm not sure who that is he's talking about. But his question is, have you ever met Hugh Jackman?
Yeah. And I met him. He was in Toronto in 2000, there to shoot the first movie. And his first time doing Wolverine. And we were at a function, and I forget what hotel it was at or whatever. And someone brought him over and said, this is Cal, this is Hugh Jackman. This is Cal Dodd. And I said, nice to meet you, Hugh. And I was looking at him because Wolverine's supposed to be 5'4".
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking up.
And I'm looking at this guy, and he said, pleasure to meet you too, Mike. But I got to tell you, I'm sick and tired of listening to your voice. because he was told
That's awesome.
to listen to the series, to listen to my voice, because the only reference for children and anyone going to the movie of Wolverine was my voice. So he said,
awesome.
They said, try and get to that area of that voice. And I close or whatever, you can. So he said, I'm sick and tired of listening to your voice, Mike. He said, well, good luck with that. And I hope you don't mess it up, Bob. And he said, oh, I won't, Mike. Don't worry. I'm working on it. He said, lose that accent. He was just wonderful. And now he just finished a one-man show. You know, he's singing, touring, that tour he had for the last 6 months or something, like 6 months ago, whatever. And a number of people have seen it, and he always gratefully and gracefully gives a shout out to, because they want him to talk about Wolverine while he's up there singing, dancing, and so he does. And he says, and a huge shout out to Cal Dodd, the original voice of Wolverine, which is a wonderful thing for him to do. He doesn't have to do that.
No, yeah, definitely.
But he should.
He's a wonderful man. Yeah,
Are you a fan of him in the films? Do you like what he did with Wolverine?
I love what he did after I couldn't watch it after when I first watched it when it first came out. I took about 5 minutes when I first saw him coming in and do the thing, and I just said, I don't know who this is. I don't know who that is. It's too tall. And
not a fire hydrant.
No, not a fire hydrant. So, no, I couldn't watch it, so I didn't, and I didn't watch it for years, and I just watched it about 2 years ago, whatever. And he's great for what it was. I mean, that's one thing. It's apples and oranges.
Yep.
Right.
This animated series is what it is, and he did a fantastic job on the movie.
Yes, he
I
did.
would say what he did was great as its own thing. It's not the same thing. I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's not coming back. He won't come back to do the next Marvel Universe or whatever they're talking about, getting another Wolverine.
Yeah, he said he's done.
So,
Have you thought about who you would pick to be the next live action Wolverine?
no.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I haven't. That hasn't even crossed my mind.
On a similar note, I wonder what you think of somebody like Steve Blum, who's done the voice for the past 15, 20 years now. Do you have any opinions on how he does the voice?
I did my first Comic-Con. We were someplace in Texas. And by the way, so it's Bloom, right? Or Blum?
It may be Bloom. I'm not sure. You might be right on that.
So I'm probably not right. I'm at my booth, and someone says, "Well, Steve Bloom's here." I said, "Well, whatever." Oh, really? So I had my Wolverine jacket, which is like Wolverine yellow leather. I meant to have it out here, and well, it's in this picture that I have shaking the. So I have this jacket on. Can you see that?
Yep.
Yep. There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I walk up to his booth, and just because I've never met him, I walk up to his booth, and he just stood up, and he stepped back, and he just went,
That's awesome. That's really nice to hear.
"Oh yeah, no, he was wonderful." And I said, "Nice to meet you, Steve." He said, "Oh, I said, man, you set an awful high bar." And I said, "Well, that's good. So stop doing it." Now, he just said, "Oh my God, there's that voice." Yeah, no, he was wonderful.
So,
So,
Cal, at the beginning of the show, you talked about one of your favorite lines was I think you were confronting one of the Hellfire Club goons, and where you were talking about, do you feel lucky? That was like one of the first lines you ever read as Wolverine, right?
Yeah. You mean I know what you're thinking, punk? That one?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure you were confronting a Hellfire goon.
Yeah, it was. I at one point thought it wasn't a Sentinel. It was a weird looking thing anyway. And I've
Oh,
seen it. I've got all of them now. I got all 5 years. So I've just started watching them again in the last year and a half. And I just sit there and laugh my arse off because it's just, oh no, it still stands up. Are you kidding? It's very strong writing and just a great series. Just
Yes.
so good.
well, the five of us are all action figure collectors, and we're finally going to get that character that you were taunting. We're finally going to get that character in action figure form, so it's pretty exciting for us.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we can finally have our 6-inch Wolverines repeating your lines.
Cal, do you have any of the merchandise? Did you collect, apart from the copies of the show, did you buy any Wolverine merchandise throughout the years?
Do I have any Wolverine merchandise?
Yeah.
No, just.
He's got the claws.
No,
What's your favorite piece of merchandise? What's the one thing you like the most?
I don't have any Wolverine merchandise. Well, I have these claws. I don't understand the question really. Like toys or anything?
Yeah, you have like an action figure of him or anything?
Yeah, collectibles. Anything that represents the character, like in your house on the shelf or anything like that.
No, I just have the cells that they gave me. The very first cell, the first drawing of, as we all did, of our characters, which I just treasure. It's
That's
beautiful.
That's cool.
thing.
So, Cal, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're the guest. I don't mean to interrupt. That's my bad. That's my fault. Just real quick. So I know I don't want to keep you too long because I know we had to start. You wanted to do a 6:30 show. So in honor of you being here, we asked our viewers to give us their best Wolverine pictures that they had.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bring them up, and we asked you before we started to pick the first place winner because we're going to give out prizes here.
The first.
Sorry, give me.
So you're going to bring them up.
Yes, I'm going to bring them up, and then because if you can pick the first place winner here for us.
Okay. Like my favorite of the ones I'm going to see.
Yes, your favorite, your number one picture.
You're gonna make somebody's night.
Yes, you are.
Like, did somebody? They didn't draw them themselves, right?
No, these are all done with action figures. This is what we call toy photography.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll go through them one by one. If it comes up here, come on. Here you go. This one is from Toys Photographer. This is his first. This is his Wolverine picture for the contest.
Mm-hmm. That's number one, is it?
Yes, that's the first one. Second one is from Warrior_Evans, his Wolverine picture. And he did add how he set up his shot here. Then we have one for Marvelous Action Figure. Then from Vasco Toys.
He's gonna like that one.
The gun collection.
Tell Cyclops I made him a convertible. Anytime.
That's the one that sticks in my head. That is the single line that is burned in my brain forever.
I actually have. That's a surprise for later. I want to show you that's a surprise for later after we do all this. This one's from Cap Lives. Little X-Force action. And a good friend of the show, Michael Wisman. Inspired by the episode Spider-Man, the Animated Series, Season 2, Episode 4, Chapter 4, The Mutant Agenda.
Yeah.
And he has a different version of it. Mr. Wisman. Oh, Mr. Wisman. And then this one's from Toying Around, who is also from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a case of Molson Canadian.
Yeah.
That's an authentic photo right there.
Yeah. Then we have one from Disavow. Then we have one from effing masterpiece Chris Serta. And then Odom Figuration, forced out of retirement Wolverine. Old man Logan. As you can see, there's like thousands of Wolverines out there. Different versions of
Yeah, we've barely seen the same one twice already.
right. Which is that makes it all better.
Mm-hmm.
And sacrifice plastic with this one. Oh man. No, I think it's Gnome 842.
Noom 842.
Thank you.
Open.
Born to Hula 27. Logan bringing home the essentials. That Geek Bob. Where Wolverine's always fighting ninjas all the time.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
We're in the golden age of action figures, Cal.
Yes.
You should pick one up. You might enjoy it.
If you don't have one, Cal, I would be more than glad to send you one of my Wolverine figures. I clicked off that by accident. This one's from Diamond Figures. This one's from McDoug 86.
We had quite a few entries.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. 26, 20, that's me, 25 entries, I think. 25.
Yeah, the viewers were really excited to see Cal Dodd. They went all out for these photos.
Yes, they did. We thank you. We thank you all. Ultra Magnetic Lion.
Wow.
Art G came out of retirement to do a picture. Based off the famous X-Men issue 4 cover. This is Brandon Gallo.
There's a familiar group.
This is from Low Sodium 47. Old man Logan looks like man and fight man thing. Then my boy Judd, Graybeard toy collector, with his Wolverine Sentinel. Wow, Judd, you really got people just saying vote for you though? Really, Judd? Is that how we going in now? 206 Toys. That was the logo for it. and Resilient Customs. That's the last one. So, Cal, in your opinion, who should be first place? Because first place will get a War Machine.
Wow.
We'll get what?
We will send them War Machine. It's kind of blurry, but it's War
Action
Machine
figure.
Marvel action figure, Marvel Legends action figure. So, in your opinion, Cal, who should be the first place winner? Now, I can go through them again if you need a little bit more time.
Just because of the moodiness of it.
Mhm.
And so, could you go back down?
Sure.
The one over the brook.
This one here,
This one. Yeah.
Warrior Evans.
Choice.
Warrior Evans, you have won first place for the Wolverine contest.
I love it because it's very moody. He's obviously into himself and like upset about something.
Yep.
It's a very fleshed out scene too. He did a good job kind of setting the scenery there. It looks like it's outdoors, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. I love it.
Congrats to Warrior Evans. Is he in the chat?
I'm not sure. All right, gentlemen. We got to figure out second and third because second gets Magic. Third place gets a Moon Knight. So, gentlemen, we got to figure out second and third here. You know what? I'll let Dan and Brandon take this. Like, who do you all think would be second and third?
Okay, I've just pulled them up on my phone, so I'm gonna have a quick look at the tag. It's Infinite Equation Wolverine, the hashtag, right?
Yeah, hashtag right. Infinite Equation Wolverine. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I have my pick.
Okay, go for it.
I think it's toying around for me.
Toying around. Which one was his?
I was carrying the Molson, the civilian clothes there. Yeah.
The Mezco Wolverine figure.
That is second place.
That's a classic Logan shot.
In honor of Cal, that is Canadian through and through and through and through.
That's where I was going.
Yep.
Actually, I'll drink to that. Actually.
There you go.
Awesome.
All right. We're just waiting for Dan.
I've picked one. I've gone for that geek Bob with the
that's a good
with
one.
in the woods with the ninjas. Nice depth in that one, I think.
Yeah, that one really stood out to me too, for sure.
Yeah, it's very moody. It's very kind of sums him up. Goes off on his own.
All right.
You writing that down, Dante?
Yes, I am. That's why I had to write
Good
down.
idea. We don't want to forget.
I will forget. That's the sad part about it. I will forget. I'm like, who won now? Who's a Magoose? So Warrior Evans touring around, and that Geek Bob. Congratulations, gentlemen. You have won the Wolverine contest.
There's a lot of good entries there too.
Yes, this was the hard one.
A lot of talented display artists submitted a picture.
And this is for all y'all who say I can't take pictures. I don't know how. I'm not feeling that good. No, you see, these people came out and just put their foot into it. So please don't ever tell me that you cannot take pictures with these figures.
I think a couple honorable mentions should go out to Brian Gallo and 206 Toys.
But wait. We're getting ready to hit that big old fun part. So Mr. Brian Gallo is a great diorama artist. I said to him to send me 10 pics, but you know what? It wouldn't do it justice. This man has actually recreated half of the X-Men animated series, building diodes and taking pictures. So I'm going to bring it on over here. If we get over here anytime soon. There we go. And this is his work from Instagram. He is now working on the Danger Room.
Now that's a fan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just the detail of it is just insane.
Wow.
He actually he takes all this from the show.
Yeah, he would take still frames from X-Men the Animated Series, and then he translated it to a 1/12 scale diorama.
It's a little loud there.
The guy is insanely talented.
Yes.
Wow, no kidding.
Just the detail in this danger room is amazing.
No kidding. Wow.
And to put that together from screenshots too, because you don't see it all at once, really. You know what I mean?
Right.
You see it in bits and pieces. So to actually kind of piece it together in your mind is pretty incredible. And to measure things out properly, like I couldn't even fathom how to do that.
Right. Yeah. This is hands down beautiful work. You got the open doors, and that's the hallway he built from the show.
And it
He
looks,
actually-
you could show that to me and I can tell you exactly what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the biggest like endorsement you can give to that.
Here's his hallway that he built directly from the show.
Just the colors and everything. It's incredible. Yeah, like McDoug said in the chat too, he cranks these things out. It's like
Yeah.
1 week
does.
he's cracking out the the X Mansion. The next week he's working on the danger room. It's just unbelievable.
And they are massive pieces. I mean, they take
Right.
up. He posts behind the scenes photos of like these massive dioramas in his living room, and they're like half the size of his living room.
Yeah,
It's awesome, man.
people come with U-Hauls to pick them up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a guy that lives here in Seattle that drove to where he's at in Chicago with a U-Haul to pick some of these up.
Yes. And here's some of his.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So he is our diorama artist of the week. If you have not checked his work out, go ahead and check it out.
Anytime, pretty boy is coming up right there.
Yep.
Oh, it
Love
is.
it.
That's it. He's got the jacket and everything on.
Actually, he did send me the one picture. Let me find it here real quick.
Anytime, pretty boy.
Yeah, if you're not already following him, he is BTDATDBS.
I
On
have to say
Instagram.
it out in my head. It's between the devil and the deep blue sea. That's the only way I can properly
Okay, yeah,
type
see,
it
I
in.
can't remember all that. My
I
brain
told him
shuts
he should
down
probably
after a while.
simplify that.
Right.
But there we go. All right.
Yes. So give me a second. While I'm pulling that up, we have our artist of the week. I know he's going to be very surprised this week. So, and he is in the chat too.
All right.
Cat Dot lives, Mr. Power Ranger himself. But yes, you're a young guy. You're growing. Your art is amazing, sir. Like you've been cranking out some very. Because I signed up. That's why you've been cranking out some very amazing.
Man, I really like that first Power Rangers photo.
Yeah.
With the hot white. That's great.
That looks awesome.
He's been putting in the work. The Snake Eyes one. Gets me every time.
And that's Cap.lives.
Yes.
Yeah, be sure to follow him if you're not following him on Instagram.
Don't say what me thanks, guys. No, you're welcome, sir.
And he's so humble. Look at that.
He really is. And he takes feedback from people. He puts out a lot of work too. He's one of the good ones.
And he is the one who he is Mr. Power Ranger, diehard Power Ranger himself. Even though I get the Power Rangers crap. But yes, you are the man. Let me bring these up. Sorry.
And you know, it's funny when I tell people my hobby is to take pictures of toys, I get some weird looks. But the amount of effort, time, and talent it takes to get results like this, I mean, the artistry speaks for itself, really. This is not easy to do.
No, it is not. I'm over here.
All right.
All right. Go ahead. I'm just trying to log in real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we hear Brandon's baby in the background. How you doing, little guy? You sound a little upset.
I got an almost 2-month-old.
I'm fine, Dante. Is it still Friday?
It is.
It's technically Saturday morning for me.
And your time zone's the first one, so.
All right. So Brian had asked me to show you his favorite ones. So I would be remiss if I didn't. So.
Oh, we're going back to BTD, ATDBS?
Yes.
Wow, that was good.
Yeah, he did send me some other ones. Gut punch yourself. Everyone's hands down favorite Steve.
When he heard that Cal Dodd was coming on the show, he went to work immediately, man.
Yes, he did.
And he knocked out some great stuff, including that dial of the danger room that he built.
Oh, yeah. Tell Cyclops I made him a convertible.
Yeah. So he's probably spurging out right now that his artwork is getting shown to one of his biggest inspirations.
Because you really have, like, I told this to Larry and Julia and Eric, like, you all don't know how much, like, you gave us, like, these we would not, without the show, we would not have these figures at all.
Oh,
There's no way we would have these figures.
Yeah,
we would not have these.
It is, and we love you guys so much.
Wow.
The 90s cartoons really did bring Marvel into the mainstream. You know, before it was just comics, and if you didn't read comics, you had no idea about these characters. And the cartoons really opened it up for a whole new generation.
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
and
sure.
It says a lot about the quality of the show that we're all middle-aged or near middle-aged men, and we're still invested in this stuff.
But
you know, it's stuck with us our whole lives.
Right.
Today's cartoons are not going to be talked about in 25 years on a podcast. They're just not.
No.
I just thought of something, just one of those shots back there of Wolverine when he was just whatever, the chops that he's got hanging down. Elvis Presley would have made a great Wolverine. No, seriously, a young Elvis Presley.
Mutton chops, ain't they? Mutton chops.
He looked his hair, and they could have done that to his hair, whatever. And he looked great. It looked like that would have been unbelievable.
Yeah.
With Cal, I don't want to hold you up too much.
Whoa,
that was good.
Right, that was awesome.
Logan and an Elvis Presley. Very nice.
Cal, the chat I've been asking all night, and I'd feel like an idiot if I didn't ask you. They want to hear a Gene. They want to hear a Gene cry.
Pardon?
Gene.
Do you know Gene? Would you scream Gene in the episode?
Who, me or Cyclops? No, Cyclops is always yelling, "Get down!"
Yeah.
Get down! Get down! Get down!
Have you seen the meme that people post of Wolverine stroking a picture where he's sitting on Wolverine's?
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Gene.
Yeah, that's the one.
There we go.
Yes, there it is.
How about the wedding of Jean and Cyclops? She's in the danger room with Wolverine, and she says, "Cyclops is waiting for me," and he says, "So am I."
I know, like that.
That's another like classic one.
Oh no, that is classic, and it's like under his breath, sort of.
Yep.
Like, so am I.
Yep. And it's like, he's just gotten the crap beaten out of him, and
Yep. His tux is all torn off.
Yep.
Yeah, his luck with women is just crazy.
Yeah.
He's a great character.
Okay, I appreciate you sitting with us for this long. I don't want to hold you up.
Pleasure.
Thank you, yo. We thank you, sir, for coming on with us. It was an honor and a pleasure to be with you, sir. Like
Thank you, Dante. It was again, you guys are all fantastic, and it was worth every minute. It's getting
And I
dark.
just like, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm outside. I'm in
Oh.
there's a cover over my pool, and I've set this up in the back of it, and it's beautiful out. Like it's a lovely evening.
You went through some work for us too.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh man, get me all teary-eyed and all emotional
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah. No. So it was just wonderful. It was a great hour and a half, and
Yes,
counting.
Well, thank you. The work that you did back then when I was a kid has stuck with me until today. I'm 38, and now it's been passed on to my 10-year-old son. He's a big fan too. So thank you.
You're so welcome, Ryan. Y'all are.
Thank you. Because you made our childhood. Like when everybody reads a comic or sees a Wolverine, we always think of you and your voice.
Well, and I loved every minute of it. I can't tell you enough. It's like when it went away, it was like losing my brother, or like my right arm or something. It's like I couldn't go to work, couldn't do that anymore. Like he was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it must give you good feelings knowing that it lives on through the generations. It didn't just come and go. It like lingers.
Oh, for sure. And I'm so happy now to be able to do what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And or Comic-Cons, which I never knew how excited it would be doing Comic-Cons and actually meeting the fans who are so sincere, and like yourself, they're just so sincere, and I just can't say enough about the fans. They mean everything. It's because of them, all that wonderful art that we just saw. As you said, Dante, would not ever happen without the series.
Literally inspired by it. Like literally.
Crazy. Just crazy. Yep. Okay, I'm going to eat.
All right. We get to hear you again in the next couple of years with a reboot.
Right. Oh, yes. Let's.
So.
Fingers
you, Cal.
crossed. Fingers crossed for season 6.
Keep these crossed. There's a shot. There's a shot.
There we go.
Everybody, do not go anywhere. We're not ending the show. But Mr. Cal Dodd has to step away and leave us, unfortunately. But thank you, Cal.
Thank you, everyone.
Appreciate you.
I love y'all. And I mean,
thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Take care.
To the deaf folks. That's I love you. God bless y'all.
All right. Have a good one. Have a good night.
I will.
Man, he's gonna make me tear up here, man. Come
on. Yo, I got some feelings right now. I'm in my feelings.
That was awesome.
I need to go and watch the series now. Actually.
I know, right?
Come on, Drake. I'm in my feelings now.
Man, I can't believe I tried to do a Wolverine voice in front of Wolverine.
I was thinking, what's he doing? Stop.
I don't know what you're doing, Ryan.
It ain't gonna go well.
Ryan over here trying that's what it is. You enjoy auditioning. That's what it was. You're trying to get the audition.
Yeah. Hey, I warned you guys I was going to nerd out, man. I think I kept myself mostly under composure here.
Look, you can't nerd out. You had to nerd out with Larry. You had to nerd out with Eric and Lee and Julia. You had to nerd out with Cal. Like, you have to nerd out at that moment because this is a part of our growing up life. Like, we grew up watching these people.
Yeah. And it makes
voices.
It makes it a lot easier when they're as cool as they are.
Yeah.
Larry, the Lawalds, Cal Dodd.
Yes.
Awesome. Super nice, down to earth human beings. I love them.
And they all love it like we do too.
Right.
You know what I mean? They all appreciate it. It's not like, oh my God, if I have to do this freaking voice one more time, or they all love it.
It's funny. It's funny how you say that because Lee was like, they were like, we didn't know like this hype was out there for this. Like they just did not know like how hype people were for X-Men the animated series.
Probably until like Twitter and everything. Like they probably had no idea that like this has never really left my mind, at least. I've thought about this for 25 years now, like all these cartoons. You know what I mean? It's never left me.
Well, the show ended in 97, right before the internet really kind of started taking off.
Yeah.
And so now that we're so enmeshed in social media, I'm sure, a lot of the fan interaction has come back to them.
Oh, yeah.
So I hope the hype keeps building and we get that season 6, man. That'd be bigger than the Force Awakens.
See, I'm in a thing where I can't let myself believe it's actually going to happen because I'd be so disappointed if it didn't. Yeah. It's just like, if that happens, I'm not even going to know what to do with myself. Like,
here's the question though. Did you ever think you'd be doing a podcast and interviewing any of them?
Never.
Oh,
Not me in this lifetime. yo.
No, not a chance. You
Man,
guys
it's-
have gotten some damn good guests.
dude, Dante, thanks to you and Todd inviting me on to be a co-host.
Yeah.
I've got to
I'm sure
experience.
Dan and I are feeling the same way.
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
I've gotten to experience so many cool things and talk with people. So thank you.
I tell you all the time that like my friends around me don't really get this hobby, and
Yeah.
it's so weird that I'm sitting here with you guys and we just sat and talked to Wolverine, like a voice of our childhood,
Right.
and I can't run and geek out with anyone but people like you guys.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
what
couldn't
this show's
share.
about.
I couldn't share. I couldn't share it with anyone else. Much appreciated, Dante. Honestly, thank you.
No problem, guys. Hey, I thank you guys for coming on, being able to come on and join us. I
Yeah.
knew there was a lot of people to choose from, and it was hard. Like I know Wisman wanted to geek out. I would love to have brought him on. Wisman, I'm sorry, but he could only
That
stay on for a
Wisman
little
guy.
bit.
I'm just kidding, man.
I knew Chris Lyons probably would definitely jumped at the moment too. It was just a hard gentleman. It was a hard choice. I appreciate you guys
being on that list. Dante asked me 2 weeks ago. I had at that point he was like a 5 or 6 week old kid, and asked me if I could do a podcast on a Friday night. I'm like, I'm working all day. That's going to be a tough sell. Let me ask my wife. I said, the voice of Wolverine is going to be on a podcast on the 28th. Is there anything? Yes. Okay. That's all I needed to say to her.
Yeah.
And that was enough. She knew what that meant to me.
Right.
Yeah.
It was funny because I told
That's
Mom,
awesome.
I was like, Mom, she's like, can you come help me fix my TV? Yeah. I was like, look, Mom, I got to get ready to go because the storm's coming and I got to get ready to podcast. I was like, because we got this guest coming on early. I was like, it's the voice of Wolverine. She's like, who got him on this show? I was like, I did. Mom. I was like, dang, you hurt my feelings.
You took
She's
your
like,
shot.
"Ooh." Right. And that's what I do. To get these guests on, I just take a shot.
That's it.
I just take a shot.
And honestly, this is the best time you've probably ever had to ask people. You know what I mean? People are at home. They're not going to conventions. They're not probably as sick of doing this as they normally are, you know?
Yeah.
So
Man, he gave me I could feel the goosebumps coming up every time he did the Wolverine.
he sounds the same.
Right.
He loves it. He loves it as well. Every opportunity he got to drop it and he wanted to. You know, like is like you said, he's got passion for it. He loves the character.
Yeah, it's a lot like it reminded me of Mark Hamill. You know, another I'm sure you guys are at least mild Star Wars fans, but growing up watching Star Wars, Mark Hamill, he was like the hero. And to see him now, and he goes to conventions and he loves the character and he loves the fans and he's passionate about it like we are. Look, and same with Cal Dodd. That was so cool to see. It always sucks when someone who you grew up watching is, you see them and they're a curmudgeon and they're tired of it. They hate the character or whatever. That's such a letdown. But this was awesome talking to Cal Dodd.
Yes, it was.
So,
okay.
Follow that.
I don't know. Like I'm trying to bring myself down.
I know. I feel a little high. I'm like, a little adrenaline high, man. It was cool.
Because this is going to probably be like the episode of episodes.
Yeah.
At least until you can get Kevin Conroy.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, my goodness.
I better be on your list for that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, come on now.
Definitely.
The work you put in? Yeah.
I'm like, we got Brandon here. He's got a full library on you of pictures, sir.
I got something on my table behind me too.
Oh boy.
Got some Batman stuff going on over there.
Look at that. Nice workspace.
Now, did you get the Hush Batman?
I didn't. So I'm at a point where I have to be a little more selective. I feel like I'm going to stick with the animated Batman stuff. I might get the Black Hush Batman. I know it's not comic accurate. I always prefer a black Batman personally. I'm kind of on the fence with that, but
he does come with that really cool gargoyle piece, doesn't he?
Yep. But I actually found, did you guys see those ones at the at-home stores? There's these like Halloween decorations.
Yes. Yeah.
They're unbelievable. And they're like $8 or something.
Okay. Send me a link.
I drove an hour to go get one because I don't think they ship them.
Okay.
I don't know if you have an at-home store anywhere near you. I'll send you a link though.
Okay.
But
well, speaking of that Hush Batman, that's Mafex. And have you seen the animated Mafex?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that weight
it's
is gonna kill me. It's going to be a year before I see that thing, and that's just going to kill me.
yeah.
Hold
But
on.
it's good that Mafex is starting to dip into that
Oh, yeah.
because now that we lost DC Collectibles,
Yep.
that's going to be a great option for
I have to
animated.
say, I was actually impressed. I have to admit, I'm not a huge Teen Titans guy. I just never really got into it. But that cyborg, the McFarlane cyborg, looks unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's
So
the size of
if
it. That's-
McFarlane actually takes like the Batman animated series license seriously, like they did not the first run,
No.
I might have another possibility there too. We'll see.
Like going I'm sorry, but McFarlane runs really tall.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
that's probably no problem for you. You could probably make it
Yeah.
work, right?
I think scaling, I could probably work with that. I've done some stuff like that before. It's difficult, but I do a lot of kind of force perspective stuff anyway. I think I
Yeah.
can make that work.
Going Geek TV says if Mark Hamill ever comes on here, I would die. I think all of us would be dead.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way I could have Mark Hamill on here and be like, look here, sir.
You'd have 20 guest hosts.
Right. It'd be everybody be waiting to be like, I got a question. I would have probably die.
Yeah, I'd have to update my will before the show because I'd be dead.
I'm like,
and by the way, you know, to get Mark Hamill, you probably have to go through like 3 levels of people to get to him.
Right.
You know, that's probably not a probably not a possibility for us.
My first question would be like, can you please just to get it out of the way? Can you do Joker's voice for me?
Oh yeah.
So that's the thing. People would go in multiple directions for him too. You know, what I
Right.
mean? You get the Star Wars guys, you get the Batman guys. He's done a whole bunch of other stuff too.
The 90s Flash trickster.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, right?
He redid that character too, didn't he, for the newer show?
Yep.
He did.
That's another guy. Like, imagine being so attached to the 1990 Flash character you did. You'll play him again 20 years later.
Yeah.
Or however many years, 30 years later. Unbelievable.
You know.
You have to like that character. You have to like that experience, and it's unbelievable. I love guys like that.
Chris asked, how many Sentinels did y'all order? You don't want to know. My bank account's crying right now. It is literally crying.
I'm almost ashamed to admit.
Oh, don't say it.
Ryan, do it. Go ahead. Say it, Ryan. Say it, Ryan. Tell the people how many Sentinels.
5.
5's better than 0.
Let's all give
Zero.
Ryan a high five right now. Let's give Ryan a high five, everyone. There you
Through
go.
the
High
internet.
five. High five. High five.
All right.
Have you guys been charged? So you guys
Yeah.
paid.
Yeah.
So we haven't been charged yet. We're getting
Really?
told, which is really annoying me. Xavi are telling people different stuff, but it seems that they're going to charge us on dispatch.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's a huge charge to hit in a year or whatever the hell it is.
But you know what? At least you have time to get the money together.
But this is the thing. If I knew that, do you not think I would have ordered more?
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't go for 5 because right now I just had to get new brakes on my car. Boring adult life. Do you know what I mean? Like I couldn't. So I couldn't go for. I got 2 Sentinels. That's what I wanted. So I ordered 2. Have the money for 2. Ready to go. It's easy to say. I would have had cars with no brakes on my way to work.
That's right. Look, like Dylon said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's the 5 greatest Sentinels of all time.
Yeah. And we don't know if it's true yet, but it seems like in the UK there's mixed messages with Xavi. We don't like Xavi anyway. We're all gutted when we heard Xavi was the one dealing with it.
Right.
So yeah, currently for the UK and Europe is a dodgy situation. We don't know what's going on. We've not been charged essentially, and we don't know what's going on.
You would think they would want the money up like now. They'd be like, look,
exactly. Yeah.
was like, go get the money, take the money out, go ahead and charge people so we can get started on this.
Yeah. But nope.
Hopefully
We're literally like
take our money.
We're literally like take our money and then
you fry
and let us worry about it later.
Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully they give you plenty of heads up before they charge, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
I just went for 1. So my other rule, I have a lot of rules now. I can only buy stuff that I can shoot. I can't possibly shoot 2 Sentinels at once or 3 Sentinels at once.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same reason I didn't get that DC Collectibles Batwing. As much as it kills me, it's way too big for me to shoot. And that's the only way I'll ever be able to stop myself is that if I can't take pictures of it, I can't buy it.
See,
how's
Brandon,
the baby gonna learn though? How's the baby gonna learn about the Batwing, sir? If you don't have
a lot of research on the TV. That's about it.
Brandon, that just shows that you have 2 qualities that I lack.
Here we go.
restraint,
Yeah.
and intelligence.
No,
So
that's
props
three.
to you,
There's
man.
wait a minute, third one, willpower.
Willpower. Yeah, that's what I've been missing.
I got 3 of them back. I was going to have 4, and I was like, let me go ahead and cancel this fourth one. Because I can't do that. That was like, that would have came out because I didn't have taxes like everybody else did.
I was going to say the taxes would have killed me on 2 more. Just absolutely murdered.
3 was
taxes
enough.
for me in Washington were $170. Yeah, on 5. So, but my whole, I didn't like just have the money and I didn't put it on a credit card. When they announced it, I made a goal. I said, okay, I'm going to start selling parts of my collection on Mercari, and whatever I end up with, that's how many I'll
That's
get.
what you can allot. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
And so,
what made the cut? I'm very curious to know what made the cut in your collection because you've got an impressive collection.
Thank you.
What went?
Just off
went?
screen, it's all empty now.
Turtles did. The NECA turtles did. NECA turtles did. When he was like, you know what? Fuck NECA. I'm out.
Yeah, didn't there used to be another
I
detox
just
back
started
there?
finding them. Just now
There you
started
go.
finding them.
But yeah, NECA cartoon turtles made the cut. Got rid of all those.
Wow.
And just because I was kind of pissed off at NECA too and how they were doing it, and then they go back and fix it, and they make everything available to us easily. But that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
They made the cut. I sold a couple Mezcos. I sold.
You get a lot of return on Mezcos. I'm not a huge fan of those. All the ones I bought, I've sold for a lot more than I paid for them.
Dude, 2 years ago, you could find Mezcos on clearance on Amazon, and now those things are worth like 300 plus, like for Flash or Zoom.
Let me tell you,
those have skyrocketed. It's unbelievable.
Those Dark
Gomez
Knight Returns, the Dark Knight Returns, they have nobody has anything on those Dark Knight Returns because those Dark Knight Returns Batmans, any color that you have, you can sell for at least $500 to $600 because that was like one of the first
easy,
figures.
man.
I was going to say those like put them on the map.
Yeah,
I feel like
that Puerto Rico exclusive Dark Knight Returns Mezco is like over $1,000, easy. The only other line that they have that rivals the prices on those is like the Gomez and the Deluxe Punisher exclusive.
Yeah, Punisher has a knockoff now going around on eBay and stuff. So if there wasn't a knockoff Punisher going around, I think that price would be still high. That was the one I brought. I had one. I was going to get Punisher, Moon Knight, and Blade, but Punisher was up on eBay for like £350, which is ridiculous considering I spent 70 quid on it. Do you know? So that was an easy. That was just like, okay, if you want it, I'll put it up there. Do you know? So now I don't have a Punisher.
I sold a sealed original Mezco Punisher, and it went for $300.
Yeah, exactly the same one.
I was like, well, there's almost a whole Sentinel right there.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So
actually, speaking of Punisher, you know what's funny? So I got my Punisher from Amazon today. And this one has like, I don't know if you can really see it. Focus up. Like this one has like shiny gloves on it. That's the one I got from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
The one Todd picked up for me and sent me, this one has like a dull hit to the gloves.
It's like matte and gloss.
Todd's giving you knockoffs, it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's really weird, like how the gloves are 2 different colors. It's like they kind of gave this one a gloss. Like some of them have gloss, and then some of them might have a matte. I'm just curious, like, if you guys have any, are they like that?
Let me get it.
I haven't picked that one up, actually.
Let's see here. Let me grab it off the shelf.
Ryan's always got his
running change, maybe?
Yeah, mine are matte. They're not glossy.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's the knockoff then. Todd gave you the legit one, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, toying around, you have won second place in the Wolverine contest. So congratulations.
And you know who chose that?
Your boy Brandon. Yes, Mr. Posable.
Congratulations.
Does toying around get the Magic or the Moon Knight?
Magic.
Okay, and who got the Moon Knight? Was that
that was that
third place?
Bob.
That Geek Bob, yep.
I don't think he's watching.
No.
Yeah, I haven't seen him pop up.
I follow him on Instagram, so I'll let him know.
Yeah.
So mine are matte, not gloss.
Yeah.
You can't.
See, and even Going Geek TV says his is matte.
You could probably sell that for a lot of money, Dante.
like
like that.
Beachhead with the different color eyes.
Yeah. So should we do pickups for the week?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay, I'll start.
Dan, what did you not get this week?
No, honestly, it's been a quiet week.
No, Dan, number one, Dan, let's be real. It's never a quiet week. When I see you on Instagram, it's always like, hey, I got packages here. Why do you have 10 boxes, man? Why do you have 10 boxes?
My missus has the exact same thing. She doesn't get it. She's like,
I get it. Why do you have 10 all of a sudden? Like, he's like, yeah, I got these turtles. I don't know what to review next. You all tell me. Well, I don't know what to tell you because I want my hand too to play with, okay?
The UK is weird. I've got no explanation for you. They just randomly come. So like Baroness turned up today. Like you guys are struggling to find this, right? This just random. This turned up. I pre-ordered it. Turned up at my door. No idea it was coming today.
Let me tell you about them fucking Joes. Fuck them. I'm action force as fuck. Okay.
So Tom Green, Toy Art 2 on Instagram, told me that the NECA cartoon turtles are like on clearance in the UK. You can just find them like, whatever. We're paying like $300 for them. And
definitely not on clearance. No. So basically, in the UK, we have no stores. We can't go to the shops. So there's we have Forbidden Planets, but they're the only type of place that sells collectibles. But there's only like one of them in selected cities. Like I luckily have one in Coventry, but the nearest one after me is like in a different city. So that's the only collectible type shop. All our supermarkets, like your version, our versions of Walmart and Target are like Tesco and Asda. Don't sell this type of stuff. So we have to use our online retailers, like only place. So luckily we have a couple of really reliable online stores. Kapow Toys, Star Action Figures, In Demand Toys. These are places that I pre-order from, so I don't pay extra for anything. People assume that because I have a YouTube, I pay extra. Like this nonsense. Do you reckon I paid extra for Venomized Cap? Of course I didn't. I don't
know. You tell me, say I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
I want to pay. Look, Dan gave you props for that. Dan, you gave you props for buying that figure. I couldn't do it. I was not doing it.
Yeah, I'm always curious. So anyway, I just pre-order from the online stores, and then it turns up. Do you know? But the NECA Turtles definitely not on clearance. But again, because they're not exclusive to any particular store in the UK, we can just pre-order from our online retailers, and it's not like the NECA store where you guys have to panic and stress to get on. Right. We can just randomly go to our store. I can pick from 3 different stores right now.
What kind of glorious utopia do you live in, Dan?
Seriously.
Right. Where you can just pick up a Baroness and be like, "Oh, I got it."
Are there just no scalpers there? Like, are there no bots? Like, what?
Yeah, no. There's definitely like we don't have Macari. That's a new concept for me. Never heard of that until you guys started speaking of it like recently. Because it is quite new for you guys as well, right? Macari, or has it been around for years?
No, it's probably been like for like maybe a year or two. I want to say.
Yeah. So it's relatively a new thing. But we don't have that over here. So we just have eBay, and there are obviously you could sell those NECA Turtles. I could sell the whole set of series 1. Do you know where the turtles are all split up with foot soldiers, Kang? You could sell that right now, all 4 of them, for about £500, which is crazy considering they cost 100, maybe 150 at retail. So there's definitely scalpers about, but it's not as hard to initially get things, but they don't last long. Like Super 7 stuff right now is available. Like I could go and buy any of the Super 7 stuff, but once it's sold out, it will be a struggle to get again, if you know what I mean. So the stores get it, it's there, and then if you don't get it, that's why you have to pre-order everything, because I'd rather pay for it at retail, and if I don't want it, I can just resell and not lose any money, essentially. So when it comes to any of the lines I collect, Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, Turtles, I just pre-order it, so I know I've got it, and then I decide when I've got it in hand. Do I want to keep it or do I sell it on? And because I'm an idiot, I keep a lot. I'm not like Ryan. I couldn't make cuts. Like I look around and go, I want that, I want that, I want that.
It wasn't easy, but I wanted Sentinels.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Manny Fresh and Judd said that Mercari's been around for 2 years.
Really?
Okay. Well, that's where there's that guy on YouTube who gets everything first. He gets it all from Macari, right? He pays extra for Macari. That's the secret. Yeah, like so.
I'm not sure. I assume so. I'm not sure.
Either that or he works at Hasbro. It's one of the two, right? One of the two.
I'm thinking he has a connection like in China or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has a friend that works at the factory.
I'm just jealous.
I don't know.
Not hating at all. I'm just jealous.
No.
I'm a fan of his reviews. I'm just jealous.
You gonna start beefing with him? You gonna start beefing with him too?
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? Let's play a beat. Play a beat, Dante. I'm ready to go.
Oh man,
I'm joking.
I don't. I only have one beat that I can play. Hold on, let me see if I can bring it up real quick.
It's the theme song.
Yeah, that is true. Which was when I found that theme song, I was like, "Yo, this is it right here." I had to go through a lot of theme songs to find that one.
And you made sure there was some Wolverine in there too. It's good stuff.
You know what? Let me shout out. Mike Odom did that for us.
Oh yeah,
hands down. He put his thing in that way? There was a lot of back and forth on it. He fixed it up. I appreciate you, Mike. Yo, you did it, even though you spelled laser pants wrong.
No.
Ryan told me.
No one spells laser with a Z. I'm not a hip hop rapper from the 90s.
Major Laser does.
Okay, all right.
So you might have
much
changed
more
it to a Z
relevant
now.
than you, dude.
Right. So wait. I do have this one beat. Wait a minute. Where is my thingamababa? Let's see. There we go. I have this one beat here that's caused a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah.
Pablo Lopez, Toy Box Photography, Dan Hu versus Unparalleled. I'll give it to Dan Hu.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he does.
Dante.
Dan Hu.
Yeah.
Okay. Subscribe. Let me rhyme.
Hey, I got some time.
But I'm back, I'm spitting fine, and I'm hitting
Oh.
about some guy I know online. He doesn't
What?
with me.
Nah.
He's just the
Who?
only monkey I really like is called
It's called Caesar.
You speaker. To be honest, I don't like him.
I don't like Unparalleled either.
When they get bruised. Like it hurts my eyes just to watch your reviews.
You lose.
I've already won.
It's not a fair fight.
Where's my bin bag? I'll put you in the garbage and hit you in your chin wag. Call me the Rock. You can lay the smackdown. Jump through your screen. Steal your purple background.
I did. Facts.
This is new to me.
Oh.
Yeah, no one likes Unparalleled is what we're trying to say.
Dude,
when I
banger
first
of
heard
the
that,
summer.
when I had just sat down after work and turned on YouTube, and that was the first video that popped up in my feed. I'm like, what is this? I click it. When you drop I'll come into your screen and grab your purple background. I was in tears laughing, man.
No,
that was so damn funny.
I like no one wants to paint an odious head. That's pretty
Right.
good.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
He's like, the only one I like
good.
is Caesar. I was like, yo. I was just man. I'm like, oh man.
There's a few inside jokes in there, do you know? Because when I was on his stream, I was talking about British slang. I could try it with you guys as well if you want to.
Yeah, definitely.
So like we were talking
I'm
about
a huge Oasis fan, so I actually know a lot of this stuff.
Okay, that's good, right? So I basically asked Unparalleled to use the phrase chinwag in a sentence, and he went, "I'll hit you in the chinwag," which is not how you use chinwag. Chinwag's a chat. Like us four are having a chinwag right now. Do you know? It's just
a powwow.
Yeah, chit chat.
Yeah.
So I asked him to use chinwag in a sentence, and he went, "I'm going to hit you in the chinwag, bitch." So like that's why that line in that song is "I hit you in the chinwag," because that's how he used it.
And just for y'all know, we have officially started a Facebook group, so you can join us. Appreciate everybody who came out to the group, yo.
Oh shit, yeah.
I started the group started at maybe like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock this morning. And we had over 50 some odd people already started troubling.
Hey, dude, the line stepping started immediately.
Right. First it was Jay Hernandez posting habitual line stepper talking about me. I'm like, yes, I'm going to be habitual line stepper. I habitually line step every episode when it comes to those damn G.I. Joes. And yes, Dan, I am jealous of you because you got that Baroness, damn it.
Just randomly turned up, not even opened it yet. I've genuinely not done any.
He's not care about it either.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's one of them where like I like doing reviews to open toys for the first time. That's my way of playing with toys. But like, I'm so behind when it comes to all this. I don't even know. I might just sit and open it myself right now.
All right, sorry, we got way off topic. So
yeah,
Dan,
sorry.
What did you get? Look, we got time. Look, we got time. As long as you guys can stay, we got time.
Yeah, man, it's only 5:30 over here on the West Coast, so we're good, Dan. How are you doing?
It's 25 past 1 on a Saturday morning. Man. I've kicked the missus out this week though. Last week I was kicked out. I was in the shed. This week she's gone.
That's a strong move. I like it.
That you're on with us, that you kick her out. This is the second episode that you've been on with us that you kick her out.
Because this room is right next to our bedroom, right? So I'm quite loud, and so there's no way. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, so there's no way she would be happy with me doing this while she is here. So she's stayed at her mum's, so I can scream and shout as much as I want.
She's like, you know what he's doing right now? You know what he's doing right now? Getting all crazy and rowdy on the
I told her I'm doing live stream. She has no idea what a live stream is. No clue. She has no idea. No idea. No idea.
Okay. All right.
So what'd you get, Dan? What'd you pick up this week?
Okay.
What did you not get?
I got the Venomized cap. You've seen it. There's a review on my channel if you want to see it. First review, by the way. Nice. I got the Punisher bike. I got the Baroness. And I got a couple of these just because
you know they were sitting there.
Yeah, and I've just, as I said, dribs and drabs. That's
honestly, those Boba Fetts will probably get re-released next year. So you might just go ahead and start selling them off now before they get re-released next year.
All new packaging.
Yeah, it'll be. Guess what? Star Wars Retro Series.
Futuristic packaging.
Yeah. Like, what?
Yeah.
No.
You know what's crazy is there's two versions of Boba Fett. You got Empire and Return of the Jedi. They've re-released the Empire one literally like 6 times. No Jedi.
So I'm not a huge Star Wars guy, but isn't there like the Christmas special one too? Isn't that a different look also for Boba Fett, or am I wrong on that?
That's his debut. First time you ever seen Boba Fett was in the Christmas special.
You are right about that.
It was animated as well.
Have they made a figure of that one?
Not in 6-inch, but in 3 3/4, yes.
Give it time. That Boba Fett will go to the vault.
They're seeing green there.
If Boba Fett turns up in Mandalorian season 2, which is what is heavily rumored, then the Boba Fett hype train will keep rolling, and those figures were going to be even harder to get, I think.
Yeah,
I'm all for it too. I like Boba Fett. It's just I don't need 6 Empire Strikes Back versions of him.
Sorry, real quick. I think Toy Around asked a question. Sorry, real quick. Yes, Toy Around. I'm sorry, you did miss Wolverine. He had to leave. He can only be on for so long, so I do apologize.
We got like an hour and change out of him, I think, too, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty damn good.
It's okay if you missed it, but you won, sir. You won something out of the contest.
Delete this too, so nobody can watch it afterwards.
No,
that's how you get live viewers.
Dante, do not delete probably the best hour of the Infinity Equation ever.
Save it
up,
and then
please.
delete it.
My finger just erased everything. We lost all that footage. It's gone. Now, if you want to, like after we're done, it's always up on iTunes, SoundCloud. Hopefully, I'm working on Google
YouTube,
YouTube as well too. Yes, thank you. Yes, so definitely we'll try to get that. We will get it. I will try to get it up as early as possible tomorrow.
And toying around, if you like the interview with Cal Dodd, please share the link to everyone.
Yes, and please,
really
while you're
appreciate
here,
it. Please
subscribe. There's a lot of y'all here. I see a lot of y'all ain't saying nothing, but there's a lot of y'all here. If you like this, just go ahead and subscribe. You ain't gotta come to chat and talk. If you don't want to talk to people, I understand. I get that way too. I don't like talking to people either. But guess what? Just do me a favor. Just for Odious being dead. To give some respect, hit the subscribe button.
Respect for Odious.
For respect, hit the subscribe button. And hit that like button too. So Brandon, what'd you get this week?
So I found, this won't make you happy, Dante, but I found the Apocalypse, Age of Apocalypse. So nice. I found one for me and Chris, the other huge AOA fan that I know.
Yeah, that's only 2 people.
I shipped his up north. Shut up. I took kids up north for him. I also grabbed the that gargoyle I was talking about. So these are the ones that are from at home. Just to give you an idea for the scale. This was seriously like, I think it was $8, $7.99. I think it was. So they have some that are 6-inch also that just don't have sort of the pedestal. I kind of wish I found one without the pedestal, but I found 2 of these. I'm happy with that. I think they're out of stock in a lot of places, but they're probably worth tracking down if you can, because I don't think they're going to last, especially at that price. It's ridiculous. It's not like it's hollow or anything either. It's not like super heavy, but it's pretty freaking nice for what it is. You can see some of the detail.
Yeah.
So nice. I'm excited. I've been looking for a gargoyle for a long time, and I've almost paid much more than $8 for them. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I missed it? Do they have a website? Because I don't think we have any of those.
It's athome.com, I believe.
Athome.com. Right. No, people viewing in the chat, don't you type that in.
Yeah, wait until after the show. Let them buy some first, and then So I was able to do. You can do like store pick. Order online, pay for it, store pickup. That's what I did. There's one like an hour away. That's a hard sell these days, but we made a day out of it, and I was allowed to do that. So.
Nice.
So
Brandon, where are you at?
So I'm about 2 hours north of New York City. So Poughkeepsie, New York.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
The other thing I got this week, this is one of my favorite things that can happen. Okay. So Chris Lyons tells me that something's in stock, or he just got charged for something on Big Bad Toy Store, for example. It was the Rogue Pyro 2-pack. I, at that point, went and ordered it and got it 2 days before him. That is just wonderful. He pre-ordered it. Mine got shipped first, and I got it 2 days before him. That's awesome. That's the best situation that can happen to me.
Well, it's crazy too. Like Nimrod pack's shipping out now.
Yeah, the 30th, I think it is. Right, I just got like an update on it or whatever.
Mine shipped
today, I think.
Oh, yours shipped
already?
Yeah, so I ordered mine from the US because it's not up on Amazon UK at the minute. Amazon UK is so unreliable for exclusives, so I'd rather order through US. And I did the trick that MCU Collector posted up on Instagram, where he said change the shipping time if you go to your order and change the shipping time. So I paid like the extra $15 for the priority shipping, and I got my shipping notice today. It should be here 2nd of September.
That's only a couple hours from now, right?
yeah, essentially.
You know what's weird about that? Because it didn't charge me extra. It just changed it to 2 days shipping, and that was it.
Yeah, I think it's international shipping. I have to pay import charges on top.
Yeah.
I
did overpay for it. But whatever.
I think that's all I got that was new, though. I think the week before I got like half of the Spider-Man wave. This I've been waiting for a long time, too. I am a sucker for this costume. I don't even know why. It's so dumb, but it's such a good, that's another thing that me and Chris agree on. We don't agree on everything, but
and me, I like it too, man.
I like it.
That was the Daredevil
but it's great.
That was early 90s. So I was into it.
That's what it is. It's just so 90s,
Mm-hmm.
No.
He just needs a chrome pen to him. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good figure otherwise. So
it's not bad, I guess.
And it's like all new sculpt, just about.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, that chest piece is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I was pretty impressed with that one.
Oh, thank you. You know what? I'm sorry if I pronounce this wrong. I'm gonna probably do it, and I apologize ahead.
I'm gonna help you out. I think it's Ewan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor, man. Come on.
Yep.
Look here.
All right. Sorry. You're right.
Mr. I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to do a Wolverine voice when Wolverine's already here. Quite new here, but you guys have been making me laugh. So you earned my sub. Ha ha. Thank you for the laugh. Oh, you're welcome, sir. Thank you for the subscription. That's what we try to do. We always try to have a good time here. Is that it, Brad? Did you get anything else?
I think that's it for me.
Ryan, I'm sure you got boatloads of stuff too.
Man, pre-orders are out of control. I didn't buy a ton at the store, but my John Wick came in.
No, Jesus.
So yeah,
with no clothes.
Your Bill and Ted.
Yeah, well, the clothes are off, and this is actually a different body from the thighs up. Because
I can't imagine why your friends don't understand this hobby. I just can't. It's just not registering with me why that would be.
Your hobbies are dressing your dolls.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that naked man off the screen now? Can I look?
Yeah. I got in the. Moving on. I got in the Putty 2-pack, which is cool. I was happy to get those, and I guess they sold out on Pulse. So I'm glad I pre-ordered.
Yeah,
and
'cause they're
Dante
hard
and
to go.
Rectangular will be happy to know
Oh, no.
that I did finish off the AOA wave.
Mr. Sugar Man.
I got this
Sugar.
big old
And-
booger.
I
I
hate
need
the
to do
character, but you have to get him. I mean,
I
Yeah.
need to
I
do it.
guess.
if you have good taste anyway.
Even if there's figures in the wave I don't want, I usually always try to complete the bath. I try to get all the baths.
Yeah.
Amazon shipped Gung Ho a couple months early to me,
Wow.
Oh wow.
so not bad. Obviously,
looks good.
Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite guns with my Joes because
Now you
They're
know it's the
better?
wrong. You know it's the wrong cap on them, right?
that's the wrong one. We'll just do that. I'm waiting on Bobby Valla to get off his ass and send me some accessory packs.
Ooh.
That's right. Calling you out, Bobby.
On the episode he's not on.
Yeah,
Oh, he'll be here. He'll be here a little bit later.
And then, so I saw Pyro was in stock on Big Bad, so I got the 2-pack.
It's pretty nice. I kind of wish he had butterfly joints, maybe a slimmer buck, but I do like it. It's a good figure.
Yeah, totally.
Rogue's pretty good too. She's got
She's
good neck
not- yeah,
movement.
not
She
bad.
can
I
look
don't
kind of
really-
straight up, and
I don't really have much attachment to this outfit. A local guy was getting rid of some old legends, so some Toy Biz stuff that I had parted with over the years. So I obtained a Silver Surfer from Toy Biz, and I got it for the duck, right? For Howard the Duck, because that Silver Surfer doesn't really hold up too well.
No, he doesn't.
But the prices were too good to pass on. I got a couple of old legends from him. And then yesterday I went into Target, not expecting much, but they had this new NECA Kong.
Odious. Oh shit.
Yeah.
That guy's
I
dead,
need a
by the way.
painted Odious head.
Guy's dead.
What else? I think that's about it. Yeah. That's what I got. Oh, and I got the Mesco Harley, which I don't have handy, but it's fine. It looks great. Of course,
So that's the classic animated
Classic
series
Harley.
costume one.
yeah, normal gripes with the female Mesco body, but it looks awesome. It looks great next to Joker.
Nice.
So that's about it. That's what I got.
I got my Punisher.
With your glossy gloves.
Yeah. I got another Wolverine for the two Hawk and Wolverine. I had got another one because the one I originally got, like this thigh right here, was kind of pulled away from the leg. So I got another one. But when it shipped from Dorkside, this was like completely off in the bag. And I was like, all right, cool. That's great. And then he had some little paint. He had paint missing on the black, the tiger stripes. So I painted those in. Yeah, thank you, Todd. Well, there's another. I ordered another one, Todd. He's in the chat. So I ordered another Punisher from Amazon. So I got one from Todd, and then I got one from Amazon as well, just to have two, just in case. But he's a great figure. I love him. Like, he's an awesome figure, and it's nice. I forget who said like the War Machine blast effect will fit into his gun.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but it's a good figure. Not bad.
I was able to order another War Machine, which I did thanks to Todd showing me that you could have the two wrist cannons on his arms. So
That's
I needed a
pretty
second.
badass. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. I did that. I mean, this is years ago now. I did that with the Mandroids too. I took two of the Gatling gun arms and managed to finagle one on each arm
Oh,
because
nice.
it's way better than the freaking hook claw thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. My Androids on my show case. I forgot. There was some. What was that? I think I closed it.
Oh, there you go. That stupid claw.
Yeah, you're right. It would look so much better with the two guns.
Yep.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hard of a. I mean, I am no expert, and I managed to do it fairly cleanly. So I thought it was worth doing, especially since I had like 15 of those arms. I don't even remember what figures those came with, but it must have been the Hydra.
Yeah, they did.
That's one of the baths I wish I would have army built when it was affordable.
Yeah.
That thing got pretty cheap at one point. It was around $40.
It's a good. I mean, it's a good looking figure. It doesn't have great articulation or anything, but yeah,
No.
it's a pretty solid.
I I like that people have put like a shield agent head in
Yeah.
that, and it
Yeah.
looks like someone's in the. I like when they do that.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, Rectangular, why are you just in the chat, man? Come back on if you're home now.
He's got some news. He's teasing us. He told me he's got more news. He needs to share.
I say we bring Wisman in instead and hear his Wolverine impression.
Really? You gonna try with Cal and then you gonna go to him, Wisman? Love you, Wisman. Yo, so this week's my soapbox issue was today. I get the alert from Target. Bloop. What is it, Target? Wake me up early in the morning.
What do you want?
Hey, guess what? Cobra Troopers are back in stock. Oh, snap. Let me go ahead and try what?
And they're gone.
What? Why can't but it says can't order it. Okay. Ship to store. All right. Bloop. Can't put it in the cart. Bloop. Can't put it in the cart. That's why I'm done with G.I. Joes. Target, you messed up. Don't tell me something to stop at 6:30 in the morning and now I can't put it in my damn cart.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Listen. If you want the Cobra Troopers, just relax a little. If you listened to Toy Migos last night, you will know that the Cobra Trooper is being repacked in Wave 4. And it will not be an exclusive. I'm just hoping they don't paint it like neon
different
green
color
or something.
Yeah, it's got to be a different color, right? It's got to be something changed.
Look,
hopefully it'll be a slight color change and not some drastic crazy thing.
Yeah.
Target gave the last gleaming hope for these damn Joe's figures, and they took it away. They stabbed me in the back. They beat me up in the back alley. I'm almost about to become Batman, and I'm talking about the Robert Pattinson Batman, where he beat the dude, the brakes off that dude, and he couldn't talk.
Also in your theme, also in your intro.
Yes, that's what I'm about to do. Target beat the brakes off of all of them.
You are vengeance. Dante is vengeance.
That's it. Vengeance. Ain't nothing else. Ain't no night. It's just vengeance. Just straight up vengeance. All I want is another beachhead so I can make it into a Sin Eater. That's it. I'm done. Because beachhead would be a great custom for Sin Eater.
And Firefly.
And Firefly. I don't know. I don't care about Firefly. I don't care about none of these shows. I told you, Action Force as fuck.
Yep.
Action Force AF. Live and die.
And if you guys haven't seen Action Force, their Riot Trooper with the gear pack.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, if you want to make it a Cobra Trooper, just get a little Cobra logo water slide, put it on him. It's a Cobra Trooper. It looks awesome. And you can get them. You can order as many as you want right now.
Right.
And they'll show up in March.
Yes. Now, this little tidbit here from Mr. Ryan Ting. Let's go into this a little bit.
We were teasing him.
Yeah, he lost me with not Banshee.
Yeah. Right. So if you haven't seen this, if you're not on Twitter, like most people, unfortunately, I try to stay away from Twitter, but unfortunately, he's bringing me back. Ryan Ting said, just remember, there will be a Legends figure coming soon with soft goods. Soft goods. Which is pretty rare occurrence. Not another Storm. Not Banshee or Siren.
So, So, okay, remember Dwight showed the burned up Thanos arm?
No, okay. Before you get to that, let's my boys, I hope Articulate is still here because I have to get into this. Yeah. They said, Farmer Thanos with a dirty sweat stained shirt.
Please no.
This is what I gave them. This is what I gave them.
I'm not saying it's going to be Thanos.
I swear, if it's Thanos, that's it.
Dude.
I'm done. I'm done.
It does feel like they're going to do it for some movie figure or something.
I think, I think it's going to be MCU Thor from that scene when he chops off his head. I think it's probably going to be a 3-pack, and it's going to be like $80 because of that soft goods. Probably be a Thor, and who else? Who else was there? Thor, Thanos, War Machine, maybe. Cap,
Nebula, Captain Marvel.
Yeah. So.
And here's Dan Yoon talking about cannonball legs, just the legs, soft good pants.
He jokes, but we'd buy it. We're idiots, and we'd buy it.
You know what the sad part is? We would. We were like, yo, Cannonball got some legs, son. Click. Oh, yeah, he can do some stuff. Oh, he can walk around. You don't need a Professor X wheelchair.
You know, just do like another X themed like 2-pack or 3-pack and throw in his legs.
Yes,
You know, just
I'd be happy with that.
done.
Somebody actually had a good point. I forget. I think it was in your live stream, Dan.
Yeah.
Silvermane. We have not gotten a full body Silvermane. We just have the head that's stuck on the car.
That was years ago too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 4 years.
There he is. People were putting the head on an Ultron body.
Yeah.
And that worked out pretty well. But yeah, we've not got an actual Silvermane yet. Oh, there you go. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
The little go-kart from the Superior Foes of Spider-Man, where they stole Silvermane's head.
But and that's one figure we have not gotten a full body for. And that's one figure that has not been in Legends line either. So, but the one that Ryan's talking about, this is a 5th figure he's talking about. This is not like
that's what I wanted to find out. When he posted that was my question to him. I was like, does this relate to the previous hints or is it a new hint? And then he confirmed this is a different hint. So me and Brandon, Hero.collections on Instagram, we were talking in my stream earlier that now Rectangular's announced these Spider-Verse figures. Maybe the soft goods are attached to the Spider-Verse figures. Do you know, like trousers for Peter B. Parker or a jacket from Miles Morales, like possible. And also some of the hints from the live stream apply to some of the figures in the wave. Like a Hand Ninja is a previous Hasbro release from 2014 prior that needs a re-release. Frogman is a figure we've never seen before in any format. That could be one of the hints.
For good reason.
Yeah, probably. But possibly.
Oh no! Wait! Breaking news. Dan, you just said it's not MCU.
Oh, Pat, that is breaking news.
I noticed all 3 of the names he mentions in the tweet are all X-Men. So it makes me think that it's probably X-Men related, no?
Yes.
Maybe it's a Kate, not a Kate, like a everyone wants a blue Beast re-release. Maybe it's a lab jacket for Beast.
Could be. Could be a Gambit with a soft coat, I guess.
Yeah. Could be Beast with fur, or real fur.
But I like that Dan's just confirmed.
He said it's cannibals jeans, skinny jeans.
Dan, I appreciate that you just confirmed it's not MCU because a lot of us were thinking it was Farmer Thanos because we know we've got that arm and we don't know if you're going to give us a new sculpted body. So you could have just, we shall see. Thanks though, Dan. We appreciate the clarity.
Dan. Yes, appreciate that.
Now just tell us what it is, and
since you already dropped these hints, this is not cannibal skinny jeans. Can we find out more?
Hey, OK Figures suggested Magneto, and I could see him doing the white suit Magneto from House of X.
That is true.
Someone said Doom as well. We've been Rectangular's been saying for a while we're getting a white Doom, maybe a cape. It's got to be a cape of some sort, right? A cape.
Yeah.
Would they actually go for soft goods and a wire though? That's the only thing that
they did.
That's a big leap to go.
They did with that exclusive Cobra Commander. So maybe, maybe something to start doing. But side note, I finally picked this up.
So good.
Everyone's been talking about it. I started reading it. And I'm like a quarter of the way through.
Let me tell you something.
Crazy.
It starts off really slow. I hope it picks up, man.
Oh, it definitely does.
It will.
Okay.
It does.
Yeah.
That is the best, hands down book in an X-Men series in a long time.
Okay.
I was definitely, every other issue, like the Powers of 10 issues, I was kind of like, I don't even know what the hell is happening. The House of X ones were enough to keep me kind of hooked in, and by the end, I was fully in.
Yeah,
and maybe most of the actual Dawn of X stuff that came out of it has been great.
Yeah,
it was kind of cool. Sorry,
Powers. I'm sorry, real quick. Powers of 10 was that. That was like it was jumping to the future, wasn't it?
It was the future stuff with like the combination mutants and everything.
Yeah.
But it's intentionally confusing and that's the one thing I don't like about Hickman. Some people like that. It's just a little too, dude, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I just spent $5 on this book and I have no clue what you're telling me.
Right.
But it usually ends up making sense eventually.
Because he did drop all the hints there. Like it was crazy, like how much he dropped the hints in those because you had to read the mini story parts that were in the book itself.
Yep.
To be like, okay,
and graphs and all kinds of stuff like that.
Especially the more Metaget lifeline. That one.
And there's there's you can analyze those timelines and everything too, because one of them's missing and you're wondering why it's missing, and then there's it's so good. And the art in that whole book is incredible too. Both artists that worked on that were insane.
Yeah.
The art's really good.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I waited and didn't pay $5 a book, because I got this on Amazon for like $35. It's hardbound.
Yep.
Collected.
That's awesome.
I got pretty stoked when I saw this, because I'm like, I don't think I'll use my Sentinels as master mold. But then I saw this panel here.
Yeah.
The master mold head like space station. I'm like,
Yeah.
I could do something with those master mold heads now.
Yeah. Freaking Brian Gallo is going to make that out of foam.
Oh, yeah. To scale.
Exactly.
It's going to be bigger than his house.
He's like, yeah, all right. He's like, guys, I already built it. I just wait for the head now. Like, what? You already built it?
Toying around is predicting a gold ball with soft goods.
Nah.
Dan Young has got a message for Rectangular as well.
He's like, I'm gunning for you. Gunning for you, and it drops.
He says it's not always right. He says it's not always right.
Oh.
Shout out to Dan Young.
Thank you, Dan Young. Appreciate you.
It's so weird for him, because he knows what all these figures are. And he's sitting there at home, probably laughing at us, guessing everything wrong.
He's like, these guys are just guessing wrong every which way.
Well, he said he's not always right, so he's sometimes right.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
That's cool.
True.
So, real quick, I was talking to the guys in chat about this, and this is crazy. So, the issue of Amazing Spider-Man #4, when Silk finally showed up, like for the first time showed up, guess how much that book is going for? Just that single issue.
$100.
Not you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You messed it all up. You messed it all up.
$6.
No, Ryan was right. It's $100.
I already knew.
He hasn't even been in a movie yet either. So think about what that's going to jump up to when she's in a movie.
Yo,
Cindy Moon.
That's crazy that issue is just $100 itself.
Yeah.
What was that, 5-6 years ago now? Something like that?
That was, I don't know what the date was.
2015, I want to say, was Spider-Verse or whatever.
One of the kids in Homecoming is actually credited as Cindy Moon, which is Silk. Obviously,
Really?
It's just one of those. Yeah, it's just one of those random Easter eggs.
Right.
I doubt it'll mean anything, but it's just one of those random little facts. But yeah, there's a Cindy. One of the girls on that school bus is called Cindy Moon.
Here you go. How Articulate says, how cool would it be if HasLab made a giant mother mold space station?
I think he meant master mold. Unless I haven't gotten that far.
You haven't gotten that far.
Okay. Wow. Spoilers, Articulated. You saw that I just got the freaking book. You serious?
Well, the book's been kind of out for
Articulated diss track coming soon.
That's on you.
Right.
I know. It's like old, right? It's like I'm so behind.
Blake says, my prediction is that Hasbro's starting to give fake info to try to catch the leaker at Hasbro.
Hey.
Oh, no.
Hasbro have already said that they purposely have to code the names now because of people like Rectangular and people reading the store files or whatever.
Right.
Well, some of those leaks are. I mean, they're obviously coming from within Hasbro,
right?
So they got a mole in there leaking this stuff out for some maybe a disgruntled employee.
Probably.
Maybe Dan Young is Rectangular's inside man. Maybe it's sort of double bluff.
Yeah. Mm. Oh, Articulate is saying, like, I got all the graded edges of Graded Edge of Spider-Verse CGC 9.8, and the prices are just climbing. I don't understand, like, how the prices are climbing for those books. Like, I just don't see it. Like,
I think it's just because it was the first appearance of so many characters that ended up, being in the movie. And are going to be probably in the next one if they weren't in the first one. Like Spider-Punk, I'd be shocked if he's not in the next one.
Right.
Well, look what happened.
I think is for sure in the next one, right?
I think so. I know they're reaching more. I know that, like, the Edge of Spider-Verse is going to reach more into other characters.
Look at what happened. So the first appearance of Harley Quinn was Batman Adventures. What was it, Brandon? You probably know.
Top of my head, I don't know the
but you know the cover. It's her and Poison Ivy. That thing was it was up there in value. It was definitely up there. When the Suicide Squad hit and Harley started becoming just like mainstream,
Deadpool,
she was like plastered all over every hot topic.
Right.
The price of that book is like what, $800-900 now? It's crazy.
Yeah.
So if you have that issue, the first appearance of Silk, and it's $100, I say hold on to it, man.
Yeah.
Hold on to it, because
I'm going to get it.
They're going to drop Silk in the Spider-Verse. We might see Silk in the MCU because they're going to a multiversal thing.
Sony's already making a freaking movie for every villain that exists. Which
there you
go.
There you go.
Actually going to happen? I have no idea. Most of them shouldn't happen, frankly. But
yeah, when you walk into
be in a movie pretty soon.
Yeah, when you walk into Hot Topic and the walls are plastered with Silk, then you'll know, hey, it's time to sell this book.
Cap Liv says she hasn't been in anything crazy that the book goes from so much. Right. It just makes no sense.
I think it's just knowing she's going to be for
Yeah.
sure. That's the next one they're going to exploit, I think.
Yeah.
Cynical word for it, but
right. Articulate says laser posted at the same time. Did you hit me? Said diss track fight. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of diss track fights out here in the toy community.
Well, I got to make my diss track against Articulated now.
Right. Phil Jones says, "How about a watcher with soft goods?" Yo, that would. You know what? That's a good point. The Legends have not had a watcher figure yet, and I want to know why. I wish Bobby was here at this point so I could ask him, like, is there a reason why the watcher has not been made?
Well, we asked him that one time. He said, well, it's a dude in a robe with a giant head.
It's got to be a Build-A-Figure.
That's right. Yes, right. He did say that.
Yeah. I think it should be a Build-A-Figure for sure. Legends has never done a watcher. There was a Marvel Select watcher, which goes for like $300 now.
Too. I wish I had gotten that. I wish I had pulled the trigger on that, because now it's even crazier.
Yeah, and if you go back,
that didn't they?
What's that?
I heard something like the mold got destroyed for that too. So it's not even like they released it or anything.
That was the rumor. That does happen. But even if you go back to 90s Toy Biz, I don't think there was ever a watcher. Yeah. So we need one. Dan, if you're still watching, we need a watcher.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Flippy. Cal Dodd was here. He had to go early. So once we're done, you can go back and watch the first part of it because he was here. He was talking with us. So I'm sorry. We had to start early.
If you want, Ryan can do his impression.
No. We're not going to do that again. But yeah, so just if anyone is just showing up, we had to start early today at 3:30 because of Cal's schedule. So you can go back and watch the live stream later.
Early? What are you talking about? It's 2:00 in the morning.
Not for everybody.
Right.
Oh, okay. My bad.
2:00 in the morning is early, man, or late.
True.
Art says, I own the Harley first appearance book. Damn.
Yeah, man. Get it slabbed.
Right, definitely. Chris Dawson said, did you guys hear about the Transformers Kingdom leaks the past few days? Apparently someone lost their job over it. Yeah, I remember seeing something about that, and it disappeared real quick.
A certain someone whose name I won't mention, but it rhymes with Shan Shun, tweeted something about it that he or she later deleted.
Right. I was like,
they got the leaker.
I was like, ooh.
I got to drop out, you guys. Nice job.
All right, Brandon.
All right, thank you, Brandon. Appreciate you being here.
Thanks for watching,
hey, thank you for coming on, man. Appreciate it. And he's gone. He's like, screw you, laser pants, and your stupid Wolverine impression.
Sorry, lads, you're stuck with me now. You're stuck with me. I'm not going
anywhere. I'm good.
Hey, if we could just get Dante to leave, then it'd just be me and you.
If I leave, the whole show ends at that point. That's it. Show's over. We can't. I'll be like, I'll cancel the show. I'll be like, this is it. This is the last episode of Infinity Equation. We're done. I'm hitting the end, cancel everything. Oh man. Articulate said, Laser don't want none. Mother Mode first appearance September 2019. 2019.
Is this going to be East Coast, West Coast battle again?
Yeah. Well, look.
Out there in Georgia?
Hold on. You go against Eddie, who's already got a hilarious side. You got Glenn, who keeps it serious. That's the worst part about it.
They have way more talent in their little pinky finger than I do. And
Eddie gonna come out with you with like, ha, 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 hitting the guns on you.
Yep.
He gonna give you the Kevin Hart stuff, and Glenn gonna come out and be like, "Look, let me tell you, son. I told you don't want none of us." Oh no, oh no.
I don't.
Articulate kill Ryan.
Should I just? I can see the articulated. Now screw that.
Really, Cap? Brandon's going. That's the only reason why I was here. Dang. You know what? I tell y'all,
You lose.
Y'all-
You ain't getting nothing.
go on. See, give somebody an artist of the week, and look what they do. Look what they do. They get all high and mighty now. Like, I don't need y'all now. I'm artist of the week. Ha ha ha. Don't need nobody. Oh man. What else happened? Oh, tomorrow I will be seeing New Mutants. So I will have my review next week.
Ah, nice.
Is it on streaming or theaters only?
It's in theaters. I'm taking my chance in the theaters with my mask on.
But is it on streaming too?
No. So the reason, there was when they pulled it together, I think in the contract it has to go to theaters first before it hits streaming.
Okay.
There was no, it was like some way how it was set up in the contract that it had to be in theaters first before anything.
Yeah, over here, our theaters are still closed. So
yeah, there's very few theaters open in my state. There's only one that's playing it, and I'm going to see Tenet next Tuesday as well.
Yeah, I've got Tenet booked for Monday, and then I'm seeing New Mutants next Friday. So our cinemas are open. I've already went and seen one new film. There was only one new film in the cinema last week, and it was Unhinged. Unhinged, you've even heard of it?
Yeah,
never heard of it.
Yeah, so that was the only. It was Russell Crowe basically as a guy with crazy road rage. That was the only new film in the cinema, so I had no choice apart from to see that.
I'm gonna have to fly to Georgia now for Joe Fest to go see some movies too.
Unfortunately, I can't go to Joe Fest.
Come on, man.
I can't.
I can't make Joe Fest either, unfortunately.
Well, we'll smuggle you in.
I have
Just box yourself up. DHL shipping.
The problem is, like, nobody's going to stay with my grandfather because he lives with me, so I have nobody.
Okay.
To watch him, so unfortunately, that's the reason.
Respect.
Yeah, so.
Respect for that one, man.
Indeed.
Thank you. Yeah. If he wasn't living here, I'd be down there. I'd be going. Took off. I'd be like, I already took off that Friday. I would be driving down, like, whatever. 9-hour drive, whatever. That's nothing. Nothing. Articulate said, "Love you, Laser. Love them. They love me.
I love you too, man.
I'm so jealous, man. I miss the theater. You know, I do miss the theater, and I kind of don't miss the theater. The reason why I don't miss the theater is because at least I'm at home. I can use my own bathroom. I have my own food that I ain't got to pay for. That's already paid for, and I can pause at any time I want, and I don't have to deal with nobody talking in my ear or like disturbing me. And I got to deal with like
people sitting next to you at the theater,
right?
You know,
or deal with the 16 trailers that come before the movie start. I can just start the movie up right when I need to.
I go to the cinema quite a lot with the missus. Like, we've got one of those black cards where you can go in as much as you want type thing. Right. So we've been missing it quite a bit. But I actually like the new social distancing rules because I always sit next to the guy that's got like cheesy, smelly nachos or something. Do you know, like, and I hate that. Or I'm sitting behind a guy with a big afro or something. I'm always in that wrong seat. So
you're sitting next to the British laser pants, huh?
yeah.
See, that's how it is.
You get cheesy nachos. I hate it. So
diss track coming soon, buddy. Diss track coming soon.
Can't wait. I'm ready. I told you, I'm ready.
No, I can't. Not against NW. You already murdered Unparalleled and Odious. You're out here just killing fools.
Parallel's like, I don't know what to do now. I just don't know what to do.
Do you know what? I think I really pissed him off with my purple background because I didn't tell him about it, and he sent me a message and says it's a good job there's an ocean between us.
But see, that's why I sit in the back. That's the thing. That's why I sit in the back because it's higher up, and if anybody's in front of me, you're not blocking my vision.
Yeah. But that's why I'm saying I like the new social distancing rules because now you can't sit next to someone else. There has to be a gap in front and to the side. So now, you got to wear masks and stuff like that, but at least you've got a bit of personal space where before it could be packed. So I actually don't hate that element of going back to the cinema.
You know what's weird? When I was picking my seats, it didn't have you know how we should have like a seat blinked out next to them. It didn't do that. So unless I get there and it's like, that seat is blinked out that nobody can purchase that seat there, it's kind of weird. It was just like it was a middle cluster of seats in there that you could not choose from, but everything else was kind of open. But you have people that sit next to you, which I'm like, ugh. Like, do I really want this?
That shouldn't be allowed yet. Shouldn't be allowed. At least should be at least a seat in between everyone for the time being.
Yeah.
Well, the movie I've been looking forward to a lot is Bill and Ted Face the Music.
I forgot that came out this week.
Yeah, I was a little worried, like, oh, they're going to push it back like they have Black Widow and everything else. It's on demand right now. And I pre-ordered it last night. It's ready to go after this. I'm watching Bill and Ted. And I don't even care about the theater. I can just sit on my own couch, my own surround sound, my own big screen. Just like Dante was saying, my own cheap popcorn.
Right.
Another whiskey. Which shout out to the old lady laser pants. This was full at the beginning of the show. Appreciate you.
I gotta come out there and try this whiskey that you should be making, because you never offered me any on this damn show.
There's an open invite. You buy a plane ticket, you got a place to stay.
All right, I'm staying.
You ever been to Seattle?
Nope, I'm staying in the figure room. That's all I know.
It's kind of a war zone right now, but we'll make the
just
best
on the
of it.
floor, just on the floor in a sleeping bag, surrounded by his toys.
No, that's what's going to happen, because it's going to be a sleep bag. Be like, wait a minute, didn't I have more figures in here? Wait a minute, there's some figures missing. I'll be all the way home.
Leaving with extra bags. You didn't come in with all those bags.
He's got the Fin Fang Foom tail sticking out the back of his bag. I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, no, that's my pet dragon. Don't worry about him. His tail's moving. See, his tail's moving. I shake the bag. Like, yeah, his tail's moving. See, yeah, he's moving. Don't worry about it. All right, it was like, it's great seeing you, Brian. It's great staying with you. Here, get in the car. Let's go.
I had 5 Sentinels. Where'd they go?
You only got 2. You only got 2 when y'all showed up there. You know what? I forgot. Yeah, I was talking to coworker today. Dune is the only movie I'm willing to break the theater for.
So I've not read the book or seen the original film. What, like,
Thank
can anyone
you.
give me a synopsis of this? Can everyone? What's the vibe?
I'm in the same boat. Never seen it. Never read it.
Okay, so
it's been a while since I've seen the first Dune. And
dystopian future type thing, like.
No,
I don't know.
It's
all I know is that when it's brought up online, these super passionate Dune fans say, well, this is where George Lucas got all his ideas. Okay, I haven't seen it. Leave me alone.
Honestly, when I first watched it, I was a kid. So you
have seen it.
Yeah, but it's been a long time. It's been a long time. So I'll have to go back and rewatch it. But when I watched it as a kid, I didn't know what in the world was going on. I didn't even know it was a book either. That's how much I did not know about it. So I guess you have to read the book, because watching the movie didn't really give you. It was deep, but it was like, for me as a kid, it was like super deep. So I didn't understand what was going on. And it's just, I don't know.
So is it like Blade Runner, where it's a bit noir, a bit like future tech type vibe, or?
I love Blade Runner.
I guess I particularly could tell you. I guess it's telling spice equals light speed, high intellect, and some other shit, and it's mind on a dangerous planet. Yeah, so it's
okay. So it is in space. It is like futuristic or something.
Yeah,
okay. Spice equals light speed.
Yeah. So spice is like the main thing that is the main. What's the
currency?
Yeah, it's like what they need on the planet, and that's what everybody's after, is the spice.
So that's what whoever wrote the Solo movie ripped that off from, right? Except they didn't call it spice. They called it
so the Spice Girls reign
Hyperfuel.
supreme.
Yes.
All 5 of the Spice Girls are just ruling the planet.
Hey Dan, which Spice Girl do you like?
Baby Spice all day long. All day. Emma Bunton, beautiful. My missus is blonde, just like her. Needs to get everyone's pigtails. It's all good. We'll save that for a different stream.
Right.
After that. I told you it is after midnight here, so I'm allowed.
That would be a great episode. Infinite Equation.
After dark. Yeah.
We're here to talk about all your dirty stuff in these. You know, the hentais that you watch. We're going to talk about those too. I'm sorry.
Wonder Hula was saying trying to summarize Dune is like trying to summarize the Bible.
Oh, okay. What
is
is one of them?
Yes, honestly, it is. It really is.
So we're talking like Lord of the Rings level story here.
Deeper
Maybe I
than
should
that.
watch. I gotta
It's
check
deeper
it out.
than that. Yeah.
Just want to know. I've never watched Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
That's
Justin
fine.
said I read it and saw it. I'm not telling you anything. Go read the book and then watch the movie. Okay, I guess that's the best order to do it.
I like the
Because
cast. I like the director. So.
Here you go. Here you go, Dan. Dan W fans only. Oh man, what spiciness would you get on that?
Woo!
Like, this is
Oh
Dan
man,
W, huh?
see that's why I love the chat, man. These guys are hilarious.
Yo,
Thank you, Articulated.
Yo, me and Craig in the same. We in the same boat. Scary Spice was she's still hot to this day. Yo.
She is.
Mel
And
B.
Posh.
Mel B,
Posh.
Mel B.
So-
Yes.
So does she like do shows over in America? Is that how you
Yes.
know her? Does she like do X Factor or whatever it's called?
Well,
over
no, I
there?
knew her back when she was a Spice Girl.
Oh, okay.
I was-
So but the Spice Girls really were as big over there
Oh,
as they were
yeah.
here.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I was
I
a
mean,
little kid. I was a little
when
guy
they-
shaking it.
when they came to America, Dan, I don't know if you knew this, but when they came to America, they told us what they want, what they really, really want.
Right.
So they got really big over here.
So
Yeah.
you do know
I'm done.
what they wanted, though, right? You do know what they wanted.
They want the
Yes.
spice.
No, they wanted a zigga zigga. Zigga
What
zigga.
Zig is the
Okay,
guy.
so
Oh,
can you play the?
I'm finishing Ryan. I'm finishing Ryan's joke here. Come on now.
I appreciate it. I
So
need
what
help
is
with that
Zig
one.
the guy? There's got to be something with that.
Yeah, so Mal B has actually said this in an interview. A zigga zigga is apparently anything you want it to be. That's what she said. Because someone asked her, what's a zigga zigga? And she said, it's anything you want it to be. So there you go.
Okay.
Now you know. The mystery is solved here on the podcast live.
There you go.
All right,
You
Art-
won.
RG said dad jokes. Yep, that's me.
Oh my goodness, you ain't got time for your dad jokes.
Sorry.
Tyrone said, "Always
I'm
read
done.
books after, so don't get disappointed." Yo, that's true. You read the book first, you watch the movie and then you read the book. You're like, Because I've seen so many people. Like, I don't know if you've seen Artemis Fowl on Disney Plus.
No.
It the movie was it was not great. Like, I thought it was gonna be like a decent continuation. It's gonna have multiple movies and it's gonna be good. Yo, there was no kind of build up with it. It was just yeah.
That's why they threw it on Disney Plus then, because
Yeah,
they knew there was no hype.
And the thing was, from what I understood, the books are so much better. It explains so much more in the books than what the movie did. The movie just threw things at you oh, here's his butler. Oh, here's this person. Here's a niece of the butler. Here's this person. This is what is happening. And that's it. I'm
The chats are completely ignoring you, Dante, and they're still talking about the Spice Girls.
Spice Girls.
Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy that you just had Wolverine, the iconic voice of our childhood, and on the same podcast we're now talking about the Spice Girls. Where else would you get this type of diverse conversation on YouTube right now?
You won't get on that.
Wolverine to the
get on
Spice
that.
Girls.
Won't get on that unparalleled universe. I'm sorry, Wade. I'm sorry. Don't make no diss track on me.
Don't worry, I got you. It's all right. You can stand behind me. It's all good. We got.
I
this,
appreciate
right?
that.
Yeah, it's all good. Wade, we won't get
I
on
can
your
only-
channel, Wade. No Spice Girls talking in parallel. I'll tell
I
you
can only
that.
throw a little bit of bars out there, yeah, 5 greatest rappers alive. Oh man! All right, folks. I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
It's been fun.
All right.
Yes, it has. It's been a fun night. Had some good times. Had some good laughs. Everybody. We went from like Dan said, we went from Wolverine to Dan W. OnlyFans to to Spice Girls. Man. Oh look! They got a hashtag already going. We hashtag stand behind Dan W.
I tell you, if anyone's going to Unparalleled stream after this, right? Odious is dead. I want to see it in his chat. All right. I'm gonna try and stay up a little bit later just to and basically hijack his chat. Usually I'm asleep when he does a stream, but since I'm up, I might make another cup of tea.
That's what you can use. Usually I'm asleep because it's so boring. I don't have to stay up and watch it. I'm sorry. Wait. I'm sorry. He's gonna kill
Articulated said 4 more hours. Don't be weak.
They said, I got you. I got you. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you, Maj, Blake, Art, Judd, appreciate you guys each and every Friday. Thank you. Well, actually, no, yeah, Blake, yeah, is Blake a mod? Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Blake's a mod in the admin group. Is admin in the group? I forgot. Yes, we finally have a Facebook group page, so please come and check it out. It's all fun. We have a good time. It's just to escape. It's an escape for everything that goes on out there. It's really rough out here, and y'all need somewhere to just escape and just have a good time. So that's what it's all about. And I'm considered a habitual line stepper by Just Jay Hernandez. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. That's gonna be my beef with. That's what I'm gonna beef with. It's Just Jay. I'm like, you're tearing up your blue carpet. About time. I get tired of seeing all that blue on my mind. Yeah. Yeah. Got you, Jay. I got you. Don't worry. I'll get the lyrics fixed. But thank you all. Appreciate you coming out. Thank you, Dan, for coming out and hanging out with us.
Listen, yeah, I got bars that Jay couldn't handle. I hate him more than he hates the raffles. I don't really, by the way. I have no idea. Never spoke to Jay, but I know he doesn't like the raffles. I know that.
Yeah, no, he does not.
Oh, we got to do a show with Dan and Jay at some point. That'd be that'd be a great stream.
You know what? That might be next week's show.
Hey, you make all the decisions here, boss.
Man, I don't know about that. I'm the worst boss everybody probably has.
Yeah, you don't pay very well.
Hey, I can't even pay myself. So you see how that's going for me. I could barely pay for some Sentinels this week. So look, I wish I was over in England with Dan.
Yeah.
But, yo, I'm like, woo! I ain't got to pay for them right now. All right, cool.
It's not good because it makes me think I've got money to spend and I haven't.
Yeah.
I'd rather them take it. I'm like, please take it.
That's when you start selling off figures.
I'm not Ryan. I couldn't do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you all for coming out. Hope you had a good time. We do thank Cal Dodd for joining us. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. And then Brandon from Posable Productions. Check him out on Posable Productions and Batman the Articulate series. I think it's called. Yes, Articulate series. Please check him out. Please check out Dan W. Or it's Dan Who on Instagram.
By the way, boys, I do appreciate the invite. Honestly, thanks so much. I'm a fan of the podcast anyway, so even when I'm not here, I'm listening anyway. So I always appreciate the invite, especially today as well. So much appreciated. And Odious is dead.
Well, we're fans of you.
Yes,
we're all fans here. We're all just fans.
And it's funny, because when I first started the podcast, it's funny how we grown to it was like a whole different crew that started to this crew now to zero, to maybe one or five people watching to now almost 60 sometimes 60 people watching, which is awesome. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you. And I said when I started the podcast, the first one I reached out to was Mr. Dan. I was like, Dan, I'm starting a podcast.
I appreciate it.
Would you be a guest on it? He's like, yeah, sure. He's like, yeah, no problem. Hey, I got you.
I just kicked my girlfriend out for the night, man. It's great.
Not a problem. and I'll do it again, damn it.
To Bobby, who could not be with us tonight, I know he would have loved talking to Cal. I'm sorry you missed it. I'm sorry, Bobby. Appreciate you. But remember, get your Action Forces figures, people. Get your Action Force figures on Crowdbox.
I need to jump on that. I need to jump on it. His pre-orders take the money straight away, don't they?
Yes. Yes. If you do it on Big Bad Toy Store, it doesn't. And I think in Dorkside. Oh yes, and please check it out on Dorkside now. They do have Action Force figures on Dorkside.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe you joined the Kickstarter. Or you picked up a couple on Big Bad Toy Store. Maybe show support, pick up an extra Riot Trooper, because I know you can't find no Cobra Troopers over on Dorkside.
Cobra. Ain't gonna have. I only got one Cobra here to sing about. That's all I can sing for. That's all I can afford is one Cobra.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump on it. I need some Action Force figures. I need Sergeant Slaughter.
Yes.
I'm gonna do it.
Maggot. But for me, Dante, aka Dark Joker's in. For Ryan Laserpants. For Todd, aka Rectangular. For Bobby from Valverse. Brandon, who left us from Post Production and Anime Series, and Mr. Dan W, aka Dan Who.
Who?
The diss track of 2020. It's gonna be it. The toy diss track. Yo, this is gonna be great. The toy community diss track of 2020. Can't wait to see what happens in 2021 when everybody starts getting diss tracks. Then we thank you all for coming out. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week. And we will. And we will hit up everybody who won today for the Wolverine contest. We'll hit you up in the DM. So y'all be safe out there, and just take it easy. Just take a breath, step back. Don't let them get you worked up. If you want a good time, you need somewhere to just take a break from everything. Come join us in the Facebook group, and just come back and relax and have a good laugh. All right, we'll see y'all next week. Y'all take care.
Later.